We're talking Giants every day.
What are you doing? I'm just fired up, man.
From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go Giants! Yes! 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 Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. It is opening day eve, man. We are the night before the first game of the season. Gosh, man, it feels like I've been doing this for about a year as far as the offseason is concerned.
Have you been naughty or nice?
Man, dude, I am
Bigger than
telling you,
Christmas.
I'm ready for this
Christmas.
thing.
Bigger than Christmas.
Let's get going. Hey, a lot of news today. A lot of news.
Eric,
as far as
you
the
know,
roster is
you're
concerned.
calling it the season eve, and I'm not exaggerating, dude. I don't think I don't think I get this excited when I was a little kid waiting for Santa to come. I tell you, there's something at our age about opening day that it's just the greatest day of the year, is it not?
Absolutely, man. I'm
There's
telling
just
you, this is
something- there's-
every
I don't know
baseball
why.
fan.
I don't know
Every
something
baseball
about it.
fan waits for this particular day. It's opening day. You know, the season starts fresh. Everyone's 0-0. It's time to get on with it. The work has been done in the off season, and you know, we could all debate on how the off season went, whatever. But it's now the games are going to start counting for real, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
that's it. The
actually
preseason crap's over.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
all
that's why
done.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It's
All
done.
right, what do you got?
This is
News
this
time.
is who
What
it
do
is.
you got? Fast breaking
All right,
news.
here, let's take a look at this, and we'll go step by step here. They have released the official roster, guys. The official roster for the San Francisco Giants, and there's some surprises.
Is
Did you
McRae
happen
on
to
the roster?
Did you happen to see who it is?
Probably. I'm thinking McRae and Koss.
Hey, not McRae. He did not make it.
I
Hold
didn't
on,
think
hold on.
so.
Did it-
Too many strikeouts,
No.
man. He didn't do himself any favors in the preseason with those Ks, man.
Let me see.
Is
I know
Costs on the lineup in the roster?
Costs on the roster. No, I don't want that one. There's a better one. Hold on. Let me find a better one. What's his
Well, he's
name?
there for now. He's there for now, guys. You know that when Tommy comes back, Tommy's job, man, he'll be back in there. They
I don't know.
Tom
They
Murphy.
may he may not. He may not. All right, let's take a look at the
Costs will be
at
no
the roster.
loss.
Here we go. Giants set opening day roster. Pitchers
Here we go.
13. They're carrying 13 pitchers, 2 catchers, 7 infielders, 4 outfielders. Here we go. Hayden Birdsong, Spencer Bivens. Okay, well, Birdsong, long man in the bullpen. Spencer Bivens, long man in the bullpen. Camilo Doval, high leverage reliever. Jordan Hicks, starter. Eric Miller, your only left-handed at this time, your only left-handed pitcher out of the pen. Left-handed pitcher, Robbie Ray, starter. Randy Rodriguez, your right-handed guy in the bullpen. Kind of is like a long man. He could give you 2 innings. Tyler Rogers, again, he's your high-leverage guy out of the bullpen. Landon Roop, starter, the 5th starter. Lou Trevino makes the roster. No surprises there. He's probably gonna be a high-leverage guy. Justin Verlander, all right, starter. Ryan Walker, our closer. And then, of course, the ace of the club, Logan Webb. Catchers, look at that. Patrick Bailey and Sam Huff. That's not a surprise, right? Not a surprise that Sam Huff made the club. Again, his bat. I think that's the biggest thing. He's got the bat. You get the bat, and he got the job. Not to say that Stassi isn't a bad catcher, because he's a decent catcher. But they're looking for that. They're looking for that pop, right?
How much playing time do you think he'll actually get? I think they're
A
going
lot.
to spell Bailey more often than not. Yeah.
He's going to get a lot. 40, 60 games, somewhere around there, right? Somewhere
As
around
long as they don't, and this we'll talk about it later in the show, but Eric, if they start saying, yeah, we'll give them lots of at-bats and get them comfortable and all this and all that, but don't start playing Bailey's going to be the DH, and just don't start that. Don't. Come on.
We'll see what happens.
Come on. Are we going to have 5
infielders.
DHs? Come on.
Infielders, Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, Tyler Fitzgerald, Wilmer Flores, Christian Koss makes
There
the
it
team.
is.
Casey Schmidt makes the team, and then Lamont Wade Jr. Both of those very surprising with both Koss and Schmidt. They made the team. I'll tell you what, though. Before I get into it, let's go to outfielders. Jung-Hoo Lee, Luis Matos, Elliot Ramos, and Mike Yastrzemski.
Jesus, a few Giants fans must be excited, including you today. Very excited today, Eric.
I tell you what, man.
A lot of
You know what I like about this? What I like about them signing Christian Koss and having Casey Schmidt be on the big league roster, and also Luis Matos. Why do you think I like those guys? I'd say it sucked to see McCray go. He had a decent spring, right? But that's okay, because he's still going to be in Sacramento, and more than likely, he's probably going to make an appearance in San Francisco at some point in the season. That's just what happens, right? That's what happens. But you know what I like about it? What do we like about them signing Koss and having Schmidt be on the big roster and Matos? You know what I like about it? They didn't give a flying shit. Yeah. They didn't give a flying shit on Platoon. Platoon be damned. They're not platooning. They are getting the guys who they thought played the best.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter. It didn't matter what side of the plate that they batted from. They went out there and they're putting the best team on the field.
There
I don't
you go.
give a shit whether you're left-handed or right-handed. If you're going to get those, if you're going to produce, you're going to get a spot on the team. This is what I like about it. This is huge. I absolutely love this. Again, because Christian Koss and Casey Schmidt had fantastic springs. They showed something and they rewarded them. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Luis Matos had a fantastic winter in Venezuela, had a great spring. So you know what you do? You reward him. You give him the chance to go out there and show something. I love it. I freaking love it, man. So there you go. There is your roster For the again, that's the opening day roster. Look, is this roster going to be the same when we get out of here? Or I should say when the season ends? No, of course not.
There wasn't a single surprise on that list to me. I thought Koss was going to make it, Eric. I thought Koss was going to make it. I thought that McRae was on the edge. I thought, not just for your sake, but I thought Matos was going to be in, and I thought Schmidt was going to be in based on the soul, as you just touched on. That right there is your predominant lineup. Those are your players, man.
Right. And look, are they a little bit
Your best
light?
players.
Are they light on the bench as far as left-handed batters? Absolutely. They got not one left-handed bat on the bench, but that's okay because if you got guys out there that can compete no matter what side of the plate they hit from, well, then you're okay, man. You're okay. I'm not worried about it.
Mike is surprised that Koss made it.
I'm surprised. I didn't see that coming.
I'm surprised to a degree, but I thought he deserved it, Eric.
Yeah. But I'm still surprised because because of the Wisely, because I thought Wisely was going to be part of it.
Oh, I thought Wisely, Eric.
I thought Wisely.
I think Wisely's short-lived for the organization.
You know why? I thought Wisely because he's a left-handed bat. I thought that's maybe the direction, but
anyway,
didn't go that direction.
Good. We don't have to talk about it.
I thought McRae was going to make it. I really thought McRae was going to make it with Encarnacion being out.
I just said to you at the start, I thought he made it. I said Koss and McRae. So I hit one. I hit the long shot, but I couldn't get the short thing. Dude, I think the roster is as good as it can be, to be honest with you. This is as good as it can be.
Right. And now, guess what it's time for? Now play it's ball. Time to go out there and play
Get
ball.
It done. Get her done.
It's time to freaking play some ball, and let's see what this team can do. It's going to be exciting. I think this is going to be exciting baseball for the Giants. This is going to be a little bit different, I think, than what we've been seeing for the last, 6 years or so. Let's say that. Well, we'll just say over the last 3 years.
Who knows? I'm not making any bold predictions, Eric, but I will say that I'm excited for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow afternoon, you got a 1:10 start. Logan Webb up against Hunter Green.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be a cloudy day with wet weather moving in. There is a 66, not a 65, and not a 67, a 66% chance of rain tomorrow. That's nothing to sneeze at, man. It's supposed to be a wet weekend, so I would be so depressed now if we get one in tomorrow and we don't.
And then you got to wait 2 more damn days, man. Come on. Don't be doing that to us, right?
And I don't think it does the Giants any favor. Can you imagine if they get a couple in and they decide, say, Sunday, to do a doubleheader? Get them all in? Doubleheaders don't do you any justice. 99% of the time you split.
Well, you know what? They might make it up when the Reds come back to San Francisco. They come back to San Francisco pretty soon, right? They come to San Francisco within the same month of April, right?
Yeah, but they're not going to make it up in San Francisco.
They might.
They're not going to take the money out of the Reds' pocket and play.
They've done that before. They've done that before.
I can't see it. It's too early in the season. Too early in the season, Eric.
Because they're not going to meet up no more.
Better, or they're going to work something out.
The reason why I say that is because they don't meet up anytime the rest of the season, unless they decide to do. Because what they do is, the home team, the Giants will actually wear the away uniform, even though they're playing in their home.
I wouldn't mind that, Eric. It was better than being at the ballpark the other night. I didn't know who was at bat. If you closed your eyes and spun around 3 times, I didn't know who was at bat and who was on the field. They both had the same uniforms. Eric.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Was
it not? 2 nights ago, they both wore black with orange trim. Who came up with that?
Did you see the City Connect jerseys?
No, I didn't. But my thought process is, I'm going out there again. Now, I landed the Koss. That was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Are they purple?
There's a little bit of it in there.
I thought it was bit. You know why?
Just a little bit.
I saw Adames play the other night. He had a purple glove, and it stood out like a sore thumb. So I go, maybe the City Connects are purple. And he's getting it broken in.
Yeah.
Have you got a shot of it? Can you give me a little sneak peek, a little taste?
Do I have to? Man, I'm all excited. I don't want to have to look at this bullshit,
Jesus.
man.
What is it about the Tuesday night jerseys? Everybody gets all disappointed and down in the dumps about. Is it bad?
It's bad.
Do I got to call the Giants office again in the morning, Eric? Because I'll do it.
This is bad.
Uh-oh. Now, I appear to be one of the few who I liked the creamsicle jerseys. I got the Wilmer Flores and Brandon Crawford. I like those jerseys. Took me a while to get used to them, be honest with you, but I did like them. But if you're telling me, are they worse than the creamsicles?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Are they even showing it on there? Hold on. No, they're not. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Skater says the font sucks, and to get skaters down in the dumps on anything San Francisco it must be bad,
Dude.
It must, Eric. This must be demonic. This must be bad. Skater says it's bad.
Where the hell is it? How come I'm not seeing it, man? What the hell's going on?
Skaters doesn't get pissed off at nothing. The over-under, they're expecting, even with Webb and Hunter Green tomorrow, they're expecting some runs. The over-under is 8 tomorrow in that game, guys. Again, rain in the forecast tomorrow, 66% chance, a cloudy day, but they're going to try to get it in. At Great American, it sounds good, doesn't it? Great. Any ballpark.
You know what? This is
Great American Ballpark tomorrow, guys. Eric and I are going to have the pregame show tomorrow. We're going to have the morning show. We're going to do a postgame show. We got Giant Sports Talk Live. Eric and I basically living in the studio tomorrow, right, Eric?
It's gonna be a long one. Yeah.
So you guys just tickle the keys on your computer. Find us on YouTube or on X if you're traveling. You maybe have your phone with you. Odds are you'll find Eric and I. We're going to be on there.
Where the hell is it? Come on.
And then for the fifth time, Robbie was messaging me today. He says, "Where are you going to be? Set up opening day." So not opening, Giants opening day. Outside the ballpark by the bowling alley. We'll be set up doing the show live and on location.
Oh, God.
Can't wait for that, too. Jeez. That's another good thing. Hey, Eric, that is one of the things about baseball I love. You've got 2 opening days.
Yeah, you got opening day, and then you got the home opener. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I like it. Let me, I got something open on the screen. Let me minimize this. Dude, I like it. Love the font, love the number. I'll get me a Wilmer Flores tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Are you serious? That's horrible. That's horrible.
Love it.
What does that have anything to? What does that have anything that has nothing to do with San Francisco? Does it?
It has nothing to do with the city. So if you want to throw away the term City Connect, I still like the jersey.
Nothing to do it. That looks like hey, okay, graffiti. You like graffiti font?
Yeah, well, there's enough of it.
You know what that looks like?
There's enough of it in the downtown.
You know what that reminds me of? This is what it reminds me of. If I'm sitting at a railroad crossing, and I'm watching a freaking manifest train fly by, and on the hoppers, I see a bunch of graffiti. That's what I expect to see.
I like
it. Hopper.
I like it. Could be worse, Eric. I like it. Have you seen honestly? I like last year in Philadelphia.
I'd rather have the orange sickles.
I like Pittsburgh.
I wonder what the hats are going to look like.
Look at that. I like that, Eric.
You know what? That looks like you're marketing to a bunch of freaking 11-year-olds.
Well, aren't they? They're trying to get youth involved in baseball, Eric. It's a basketball.
But that's not doing it. No, you want to recognize your club and your city, right? No.
True. I said that. I said, listen, if you want to, City Connect should be about your city. We should have a nice jersey with a Golden Gate Bridge wrapped around it, something. But hey, the jersey itself, dude, I'm not going to bitch about that jersey, dude. It could be could be worse. I'm not disappointed.
See, I'm not about it could be worse. How about let's do better.
Okay, Eric, what do you want?
Better.
What do you want, Eric? My God, it's opening day eve, and you're bitching about the jersey. I don't like the jersey.
Hate it.
Well, take all your toys back then. You know what? Santa's not coming to you.
Hey, guess what? Doesn't affect baseball. That's all that matters.
I like it. Couldn't be much better.
Mike O says Phoenix Suns.
There you go. Winning organization, buddy. They won a few championships.
But it's Phoenix. Team. But it is Phoenix.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, hold on. I think
I like it. Anyway, to each their own.
Yeah, that's fine.
Took me a long time.
It
took me a long freaking time. We're talking years to get used to the Friday night orange jerseys. And now I wear that one. Actually, dude, it's funny I say that, isn't it? I could not stand the Friday jerseys. And which one do I wear at Oracle Park the most often?
Orange.
There it is, my Wilmer Flores orange.
The orange is awesome. The orange is I like the orange jersey, man.
I did not like that for several seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the orange.
Yeah. So I got a new hat. I got my orange jersey ready for opening day tomorrow, Eric. I got a pair of orange Nikes. I went all out, baby, for opening day. I'm excited. Guys, I don't know about you. Screw the fucking. Let's talk about the Tuesday night jersey next week. Let's just, dude, don't piss on the parade, Eric. Let's just have a pleasant evening.
Hey, the information came out. People want to know
about it. It's in the rear view mirror. Let's just forget it. I got my field of look at that, baby.
That's better. I'd rather see that on a jersey.
I got the Field of Dreams jersey and the t-shirt going today, man. Dude, you gotta, Bernice, like Bernice said, you gotta tie out like a ball and chain. You gotta kind of drag me down. I'm gonna float away, man. I'm so excited.
Man.
And fantasy baseball starts speaking of let the shenanigans begin.
Oh shit.
Oh
shit. Here we go.
It's gonna be fun, man.
It's gonna be, it will be.
You know what? If you don't mind, we're gonna get right in the hopper now, and I'm gonna post it up online. Here's the link. Anybody wants to? We're gonna have a short snack. You come in for a couple of minutes. Tell us what opening day means to you. What was your favorite opening day? What do you expect this opening day? Let's talk some baseball, Eric. Let's talk some opening day baseball.
Oh, hold on. Let me you didn't put it out there, right? Let me get it.
I hit it. Maybe it just didn't come up yet. Maybe it's still on delay. Oh, there it is.
Got a whole bunch of them. All right, there we go.
I'm delayed.
Need a Black Friday jersey. We've been saying forever. Oh, there you go. I think they do the Saturday Blacks, right? Saturday Blacks.
You know what I like? I won't get no.
Oh, here we go. Let's make a deal tonight, Glenn, to kick off the season. Here we go.
I tried to make a deal with Senior. Now he's on my no trade list. I made him a deal last week. He said no. I said, well, that's it. He made a counter.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
He made a counter. I go, that's not what I offered you. This is it's off. What's that movie line, Eric? We live in a different world we lived in a few days ago.
That's fair. Oh, that's right. And he got a deal done with Robbie, so he got on your shit list. I get it.
Yeah. Robbie, I told you.
A lot of people on your shit list.
Dan, Dizzle, and Dilly are all on the no trade list.
And Dan, Senior, Robbie.
Dan, Dilly, and Dizzle. All the D's are out. And Senior. I don't know, man. Talk to me, Senior. Send me a trade offer. I'll take a look at it. The odds are I'm just going to say no because I think I'm tickled pink with my lineup. I'm thrilled.
I'm okay. I'm good to go.
And geez, the look on your face last night, Eric, when we were talking to Vince and I dropped the bomb. I said, hey, I picked up Texas's new closer. And you're like, what? No.
That's ridiculous.
Bruce Bochy going out on a tree limb, a branch.
I don't know what happened there, man.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Look at Mike O. Don't budge. Mike O got a grudge against Senior. Don't budge, Glenn. Stay strong.
Yeah, Mike's in there. He made some moves today. There's a few moves. As a matter of fact, a little waiver wire moves are already happening, man.
Are they?
Yeah.
Now, I'm happy, buddy. I'm really happy. Great show last night. If you're with us, guys, Vince came in.
Yes, Vince, if you're watching, man, appreciate you hanging out.
The Russo brand lives on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Matter of fact, I cut up a little short today, so that was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was.
I didn't get to see it. It popped up on my phone and said, Eric has posted a short.
Yeah, it's good.
There you
Made a great point. Great point. Freaking a lot of fun yesterday, man. Gosh.
He's a good guy, too. He brings a lot to the show.
Man. Good guy.
Fun to talk to.
Yeah.
Fun to talk to. He really dissects. Don't you find? I find
into it, man.
You throw something at him, get his point of view. He dissects things. He'll say, "Here's what I think." You know, that's a good thing. You can have an open debate with this guy, unlike some people, because he'll say, No, Glenn, I think this. Now, Eric, what do you think? He doesn't care what you think as much as we're all having a good debate on something.
It's not even having a debate. It's just having a damn conversation.
Except a $250 league with Dan. He said he wouldn't play in a league with $2.50 with Dan. So I don't know what that's all about. We'll just leave that for another day.
Yeah, he's just having fun with that.
I know.
That was good stuff. Oh, look at Mario. Let's go, man. He says 92 wins. All right. Hey, while we're in good spirits, let's get going. Let's go.
And there you go. There you go.
All right, man. Gosh dang it, man. I'm ready. Woo! Woo!
There you go, baby.
Woo! Oh my gosh, man. Anyways, we'll put the link back out. Hey, anyone wants to join, man, more than happy. You guys come on. Let's hear what you say. Let's hear what you got to say about the upcoming season. Getting ready to start tomorrow.
Greg says Gregory was in there, and he says he's got to work tomorrow, but he's coming home for the post-game show. Don't forget, guys, if you're playing Fantasy League, don't forget. God, talk about a bad omen. Opening day, don't forget to put up your lineup for opening day.
Yeah, don't forget. Don't forget, man.
Talk about being in the doghouse early. I forgot my lineup on opening day. I actually cheated, Eric. I'll tweak daily. I already have that taken care of because there's a little, did you see the link, the button? You hit it. It says, start my starters.
Yeah, if I don't even mess with that. I
have that set, and then you can tweak it because say I'm on the plane, I get caught in customs again for 3.5 freaking hours trying to get into the country. What do? I know I got a team going anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You couldn't even pull your phone out there. You're in a secure zone.
Yep.
All cell phones away. And then you still get the little old lady. Away, or can I just can I text? And they're like, do you want to enter the country? I'm putting it away.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I saw it all. Oh, man. Busy day tomorrow for an opening day, too, Eric.
Yeah.
Busy day with games getting underway at 12:05 tomorrow. Then we've got a couple of evening games when we'll be doing the show, and you got the Cubs in Arizona. The A's will open up the season on the road. I'm going to go the entire next 48 hours trying not to say Oakland. The Athletics will be in Seattle. We'll talk about that. And, of course, with a 110 game, if they get it in tomorrow, you and I are going to be in a full Giants mode tomorrow night, Eric.
Yep. Looking forward to it, man. Let's see how that's all going to pan out.
Pretty excited, man. Pretty excited.
Fire up the grill tomorrow afternoon, and then, we're ready to go, man. Jeez. Can't
Yep.
freaking wait, man.
Jesus, it's you know what? I almost anticipate because the season starts tomorrow. Robert Rothberg, well, he must be up to about 117 wins by now, is he?
Yeah, he's pretty
Pretty
well,
psyched. I figure by
Wow.
now it keeps going up and up.
well, he's staying somewhat
Nice.
okay. He's saying
All
nine.
right,
I'll
Robert.
give him that. All right, there's nothing wrong. There's
I
nothing
like to
wrong
have a
with
bit
that.
of fun with Robert. He knows that, I hope.
Yes, sir. Casey. Yes, baseball is back,
Well-
my friend. Hey, Casey,
well-
you got to change your avatar though. Change your avatar, my friend. Now, I want to
Eric.
see a San Francisco Giants freaking thumbnail there. Come on.
While Casey does that, hey, Richard Cookerly, good to have you in there.
What's up, Richard? Yeah, he's our anthem.
Let's not waste
Composer.
any time, Eric. If you will allow me, why not? First one.
And now, another special guest appearance on Giant Sports Talk Live.
There he goes. He gets the special attention.
Look at that intro.
Yeah, how about that? What's up, Dallas?
That music, it just makes me ready for baseball.
I know, doesn't it? I love hearing it, dude. I'm
Any
ready to
excuse to
freaking
play
go.
those ones. All those old ones we've got in the archives from last season, Eric. I'm doing everything to try to pull them out like that one. Da,
Exactly.
da, 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 da. I love it. Dude, are you excited
Absolutely.
like us, Dallas?
I'm ready.
Dude.
All right, tell me real quick before we get into Giant stuff. What is it that you love about opening day? Anything that you want to get off your chest? What is it about opening day that you love?
Well, I mean, I've been to one only in my lifetime, and it was really, really special. They have all the bunting out, and they
Yeah.
have the flyby, and they have it's just
Awesome,
there's
huh?
something about it. They, for the week afterward, you could still see like the paint on the field that's starting to
Yes.
wear off.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But when you're there and it's all fresh and it's a packed house and everyone is ready for it. Like you get through all this spring training and at this point you just want baseball back and then being there, in the daytime, it's wonderful.
Awesome.
Hey guys, you know what it reminds me of too, and maybe you won't agree with me, but this is my take on it. The way you just portrayed that, Dallas. For me, opening day, it's sort of like when you're, 9, 10, even 11 years old, Eric, and you got all your friends you hang out with. And when you go on summer vacation, you don't see them at school, and they're off traveling, and you haven't seen them for 2 or 3 months. And then you're back, as much as I hated going back to school in the fall, but you go back to school, and you're all back together again. It's like a camaraderie. And that's, look, we got the guys in the chat. You got Giants fans in general. It's like we're all this like giant community and we're all back together. The masses are back together, guys.
Yeah,
That's what it
absolutely.
feels like to me. It's like old homecoming week. We're all back together. We all got a common bond, and that's to see the team win and do better than they've done last year.
Yeah. And you go through, this whole off season, I've been listening to you guys, and there was big swings of emotion. It seemed like, when the Buster's signing and Adamas, and it's like, oh, here we go. And then it kind of went down to the doldrums of, we're not going to sign anybody and we're screwed and they're going to win 78 games. And then now the hope has been building up now as they've done well in spring and we're getting there. And now you have optimistic Glenn right now, ready for the season.
Don't happen often. It must be even.
Yeah, you don't see that too. Hey, real quick before we keep going, I'm going to bring Armand in here. You got Armand. What's up, Armand? He's our resident Mets fan, along with Mark. Mark out there, he's a big Mets fan. And
Look
you
at
know
that.
what? To be honest with you, if you think about this, you want to talk about opening day and the history of baseball. There's Giants history with the New York Mets, right? There's Giants, and part of the colors of the New York Mets involves both the
Giants
Dodgers
and the Dodgers.
There you go, man. There's some history. That's where the Giants,
True.
began their history as a baseball club. So, Armand, let me ask you the same question I asked Dallas. What is it about opening day, man? Let's hear your thoughts.
It's like the better weather is finally arrived.
Spring
You know,
is
being
sprung.
here in New Jersey, I got to deal with cold winters, 20 degrees, heavy winds, snow. Sometimes it could be 3 inches of snow. Then, the next day it could be 8 inches of snow. I got to wear boots. I got to be bundled up. But when opening day arrives, it's like I smell the fresh grass. Like I don't even have to go to Citi Field. I walk outside my door and I smell fresh grass.
There you
fresh
go.
flowers,
Ugh. Dude, Armand.
and seeing like
Yes.
your friends and your family that you don't see. Like Glenn, you brought up going back to the first day of school. Like your friends and your family that you only see when you go to games, that maybe you only talk to them or text them now on the phones. Now you know you're gonna see them because you're gonna plan games to go to and hang out with.
There you go, man. I love
Back
you
with
talking about the camaraderie, and how it is, the relationships you have with people as fans of the game. And it's beautiful. And I love what you say, dude. There is nothing better than on a weekend of fresh cut grass, fire up the barbecue, and having freaking Giants on KMBR, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that is there is nothing better than that. I will just sit out there as I'm barbecuing, just listening to John Miller and Dave Fleming. Please. You know, you could smell the fresh cut grass, as you say. The briquettes are going, dude. There is absolutely nothing better. And as Armand talked about, you know, hey, it's springtime. The weather's changing. You're starting to feel better. You're getting out of the doldrums of winter now. And here in California, we don't have that too much. Right? We got it pretty good there for a while. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, I love it.
Yeah, and then you see a guy like Armand pop in. He's wearing, look at that. I know what that is too, Eric. You know what he's got on his noggin there? That's an old Wilmer Flores classic right there. He's got on his head. I know it is. But you know what? With baseball starting tomorrow, 12:05, Eric, we also, and we've done it all along on this channel, we welcome everybody. Doesn't matter what flag you fly. Yeah. You got Armand here, Mr. Met, you know, Miracle Met Man over there, and he's cheering on his team. I don't care, Eric. We get to have debate. We have fun. I rib guys, but you know what? We all got our teams. We all have a love for, it's just about the love for the game for me. That's what it is for me. I can watch any two teams play. Just show me baseball.
Exactly. Exactly. Look at senior
test match.
Look at this.
I love the pitching matchups. I love a good pitching matchup. That's what really gets me. Like when I was younger, got me going to games.
Yeah.
You know, like what's the pitching matchup?
Do you remember the matchup I was at last year, Eric? The game was incredible, and it went to extra innings. You remember I ran over after and Bernice, you were with me. Snell and Sale pitched head to head. Here.
That was a freaking heavyweight bout right there, man.
It was. And you know what? It's one for the ages. It's like it's like an old George Foreman fight or something. Do a Muhammad Ali. When you have two elite pitchers, it's like playoff baseball in April. I don't care, man.
Yep. True. Absolutely. Real quick, Senior chimes in. Great message. Going to go fishing in the morning with this boy at our local creek behind the home for opening day. Doesn't get any better than that. Do you see? That's what you know, that's the stuff, man. Baseball transcends a little bit more than just the game. It's also the relationships that you have with people who also enjoy the game. It's awesome, man.
And Eric was ripping on the Tuesday night jerseys, the new.
Yeah, the hell with it. I hate those. I hate them.
And he says maybe they're you know kind of, and I got to agree. Maybe they're going for the youth. You know, get kids excited, and we need that, guys. The older we get, it's a different. Basketball took over. Still a lot of football. Baseball doesn't seem to have that to a lot of people. Not us, but a lot of people. And you know what I like? It's all about the kids. It's all about the families. And guys, I don't give a damn whether you like it or not. On Baseball Eve, I got to play my favorite Giant Sports Talk Live video. Guys, this is my favorite video. Isn't that great?
Ain't that awesome? That's so freaking awesome, dude.
I love it.
That brings a smile on my face every single time. It is so
gets me
freaking
excited.
Awesome. I know. All right, real quick, let's get into a little bit of detail here. Dallas, final roster has been released.
Yes.
Talk to me, man. What do you think? You like it? Don't like it? What you got?
I like it. I think, Christian Koss was a surprise, and he really did play well in spring.
He did.
He deserves to be there, and it seems like it's merit-based.
Yes.
Yes.
Landon Roop was the best pitcher they had. He's in the starting rotation. Good for him.
Yeah.
Birdsong, would have liked to see him in the rotation, but he was, he pitched really well himself. He made the team. He's on the roster. So I think it's shaping up well. I'm interested to see if they can continue the momentum they had in spring and bring that into the regular season.
Yeah, there you go, man. Are you surprised McRae was left off? I was a little bit surprised. I mean, he did improve as spring went on, but he really needs more seasoning. You can't strike out 40% of the time. I don't know what his spring training numbers ended up as, but I bet it was over 30%, probably 35%. I'll look, right. But
the only thing that had him on my radar this late was the fact that yes, he was still striking out. That was going to be trouble. I mean, that's the dagger that kills him. But you got to admit, he did contribute in a positive way in the preseason.
He did.
He brought his game. He made it. And like you said, Dallas, you may have heard Eric and I talk about this the last little while. Eric and I have both agreed, and with other guests who we've had on the show, that this Giants team, I'm glad they decided a lot of these positionings based on the play in the preseason, the merits that you want to position. And I go back to the days, the 70s, that's what preseason was all about. You show up in camp, you better show up in shape, and you produce, and you open eyes, and you earn a spot.
Somebody
earned a spot on this roster.
It's not about just because you hit, from the left-hand side of the plate. If you could produce, then guess what? No matter what you bat, whatever handed you bat, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you go out there and produce. And I like that.
The only area, and I'm not trying to get negative on it, but the only area where I'm seeing that's going to be an issue is right field. It's going to be Yaz, and he's the veteran. He's the one making the money. And we're going to see a lot of Yaz there. And Matos had a great spring. He earned himself some playing time. We'll see how much he gets.
Right. For me, it's first base. You've got Lamont Wade, and you're going to have Wilmer. When Encarnacion comes back, he could spot some time at first. It's just a position that I said on the show last night. They're going to leave a lot of runs, RBIs, everything's left on the tape because we got probably and if you include right field, Eric, Dallas, you guys are more predominant in the Giants game here in this chat, but this team, the right side of the field, whether it's the outfield or the infield, the right side that is not their Achilles heel.
It might be.
I don't think it is. I think they're going to leave too many points. Why they did not get a solid first baseman for at least a year?
It was interesting. I was on Marty's games. I was on Marty's show earlier, Dallas, and supposedly Landon Roop heard he won the spot like a couple of weeks ago. A week or two. Yeah. He couldn't say nothing, of course. Couldn't say nothing, but yeah, he said
you had him on the show the week.
We had him on
2
weeks ago. Yeah.
That
was let's not forget
then it was keeping it on the DL.
Let's not forget Armand. Eric, you got Solo.
Yeah, I was going to get into
excited about that. Just give me a taste, give me a little educate. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. He's got the new shirt going.
Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I like that, man. That's like old school Nintendo. I like that shit, man.
Yes. Homage. They have a lot of teams on there with the MLB Jam.
No kidding.
That's
I
sharp.
like
they
that.
also
That's
have an old school
awesome.
one, Doc and Daryl, which I also bought.
Oh, nice. Nice.
How's your lineup looking?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask him about the Mets. Yeah, how you
I
feeling?
actually have the full 26-man roster right on my phone, so I'll tell you who it is. We're going with 13 pitchers, 5 starters, 8 relievers, 5 starters in order. Holmes, who's starting tomorrow. McGill, who's pitching Friday night, which the game is on Apple. Canning is pitching Saturday. We're off on Sunday. Now you know how this time of the year they have to give a day off in case
For
one of the
weather.
games gets rained off. But also that's our travel day because we got to go from Houston to Miami for Monday against the Marlins. Peterson is pitching that game. Senga's pitching game 2 of the Marlins game because he got started late in spring training with his regimen, but also the Marlins stink offensively outside of Connor Norby, and Xavier Edwards, probably the 2 best young guys in the lineup. That lineup stinks. So you get Senga, an easier lineup to get into a groove. Go right ahead. Bullpen, Diaz, Stanek, AJ Minter, former Brave coming off the hip injury. Surprisingly, we thought he'd start on the IL. Budo, not our long man, but our multi-inning guy that could go 2 or 3 innings possibly if we needed him to. Reed Garrett, Danny Young, lefty. So we got Minter and Young as our 2 lefties. Max Kranick, who we got last year from the Pirates, starter, but now we moved him to the bullpen. He's going to be another multi-inning guy.
Jesus, Armand's a walking media guide. Jesus.
And Hazabrand Brazaban, who we got from the Marlins last year at the trade deadline.
Oh, yeah.
He stunk for us last year, but he earned his roster spot, but he has minor league options. So, as a lot of teams now, opening day roster is not really what you're going to see for the whole month. If they got to make moves, Brazaban, especially we got guys like McNeil on the IL. That's why we got Beatty and Acuna on the roster, most likely going to platoon at second base. Vientos is at third. Lindor's at short. Pete's at first. Then we got Nimmo in left. Siri and Taylor as our center fielders. And Soto in right. We got Jesse Winker and Marte, our other outfielders, but they're going to be in the DH role. Marte's strictly going to be a DH. I mean, he really can't run down the ball with his legs and the groin injury coming off of last year, and he's just slow. Winker will probably play some outfield, but most predominantly left field, right field, and DH for them.
Okay.
And then we got Torrance because Alvarez, got the handmate bone injury a few weeks ago, so he's out, not coming back till May. And we got Hayden Sanger, who was in our minor league system, and he actually in the offseason would work at Whole Foods. So
no
he's just
kidding.
yeah. So he's like the story now because he's a part of our farm system. And he's up here because of the Alvarez injury. He's solid defensively. So,
Jesus, Eric, doesn't that sound like old school bait? Remember, you and I watched the old Ken Burns. You work during the day and you play ball at night, man. That's great. Hey, Marcus is in the chat here as well. Armin, we're going to break Marcus for a sec. Marcus, come on in, bud.
Hello.
Hey, he's got the jersey. Look at that. He's ready to go, man.
Everybody is.
He's got the jersey. I know, man. I'll put mine on tomorrow.
Marcus picked up a number 41, did he?
Nice.
Is it number 41?
No. This is a 55. Come on.
Hey!
Come on, man.
That's okay, too.
Did someone say 55? Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah,
I'm growing a little Linscomb soul patch.
You're getting a soul.
55. What did they say, Eric? You can't go wrong with a classic.
No, you can't. Real quick before we get to Marcus, Armand, any high hopes for Acuna's little brother?
I think he's going to be a solid ball player. I don't think he'll be an all-star.
Okay.
There's things that have come out, especially Lindor has spoke about him, and he spoke about him as also minor league in generalization. Like a lot of guys like Acuna kind of get bored in the minor leagues, but when the bright lights are upon them, they shine. Like the end of the season, like the last 2 weeks of the season when Lindor hurt his back and we had to call up Acuna, and when we put him in, solid defensively, had a couple of really good at-bats, hit a home run in Citi Field. I think the first game he started. So it's like, okay, can you not get bored if you're down in the minor leagues? Can you take the 2 weeks at the end of last year And if you go to the minors and start every day, play like that. So we just don't think like, because it comes off like if you're getting bored to a lot of fans, it might say like you're lazy and you just don't care when that's not the case. Like he would rather play against the Phillies on, Sunday night rather than play Tuesday in Syracuse.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Exactly. Marcus, let's get back to you. What does opening day mean for you, Marcus? We've already asked Dallas and Armand.
Wow. That's a tough question.
Do you have a special memory? I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but yeah, just tell me what you think.
I think baseball has meant sort of something different to me over time. Like when I was younger and I was playing baseball, that sort of excitement you get from like, the little things you want to pick up from watching the players or like, watching your idols play. I mean, that was different. And, I was a kid. I mean, I was in high school during the dynasty years. So, it's sort of a different thing than, being an adult now and, watching opening day and, getting to watch it at work, it's just so different. And I think it's great that baseball is a sport that can grow with you. Your appreciation for it can grow as you grow.
There you go. Hey, awesome, man. Love it. Yeah. So what are you doing? You got anything planned for the opening day tomorrow, or do you gotta wait till you get off work before you can?
No, I mean tomorrow I'm working remote tomorrow.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the game. I'm gonna watch. I
was gonna say you ain't getting shit done remotely tomorrow.
Yeah,
nice. So and I asked Dallas this. What'd you think of the final roster so far? Happy? Not happy?
I think, like Glenn said earlier, this is as good as it gets. I think this is as good as it's getting, and I'm excited. I think there's a clear strategy shift. I mean, at the end of last season, we were talking about what needs to change for the Giants, both in terms of like who do we need to sign, what was wrong with what went wrong. And I think one of the big things that I talked about a lot, and I'm sure a lot of other people talked about a lot, was their approach at the plate was just so miserable to watch. Watching, meatball subs go down the middle, watching Michael Conforto strike out for the millionth time with runners in scoring position, just watching him take strike 3 down the middle. That's not really happening anymore in these spring training games. We're putting the ball in play. We're getting scrappy. We're trying to get on base. We're, putting pressure on the pitcher. That's all great. Yeah. And the other thing is that, like, I was listening to them talk about their pitching strategy, even where it's like, giving up, you're not going to lose the game giving up solo home runs. You cannot give away free passes. And, if they're going to hit the ball out of the park, well, if you didn't give up free passes before that, the damage is pretty mitigated. And that's kind of been what's happening in the spring training game. I mean, you can't take away too much, right? You can't take away. The record is weird because, towards the end of the game, you put in all these minor leaguers against each other, and then it's just completely random.
Right.
But, I was watching a game where, it's like Jordan Hicks gave up a home run to Bobby Witt Jr. or something in the first or second inning. And it was totally fine. Like, it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter because, he was pounding the zone. And sometimes when you pound the zone and you have gas, you're going to get, they're going to hit it. An elite hitter like Bobby Witt Jr. is going to hit out of the park. It's just going to happen.
Right. You're talking about Bobby Witt Jr. Exactly. And Marcus, to your point, throw the ball, catch the ball, and freaking hit the ball. There you go. That's the basics. That's what it's going to take. And unfortunately, the Giants the last couple of years weren't playing it. I mean, there's a couple of games out there. You watch it. It's like freaking Bad News Bears. You're like, what are you doing, man?
Just head in hands. Like, what is going on? Like, why?
Yeah.
What are they doing out there? I mean, I think we have a lot of pessimism about the Giants roster. But if you remember the last season, how many games we lost to just boneheaded
plays,
random plays, or like who we're putting into the game in relief, so many games were lost like that.
Right.
I mean,
not getting a runner over, not getting hit with
if things went slightly different and we hadn't made so many bad decisions, it wasn't even like a talent issue. It wasn't that we didn't have the right players on the team. It was that like just wrong choices by, Melvin, or, just strange approaches to the plate. Like a lot of those games could have flipped. We could have made the playoffs last year. I mean, we really could have. If you were watching all those games, it was down to the wire. Yeah, and we
a lot
totally
of those
could have made
one-run
the
games.
playoffs.
Glenn Kuiper brought that up on tonight's show over at Marty's. Between 1 and 2 run games, those could have easily gone the other way. And then now you're talking about a totally different season. And to be honest with you, it may have changed the course on whether or not Farhan got fired.
But that's baseball, though, Eric. There were games we won, maybe we shouldn't have. There's games.
There's a difference. There's a difference when you're doing everything right and you just happen to lose, and there's another when you're just giving it away. That's the issue I have. You just don't want to give away games, and that's what the Giants have been doing over the last few years. As far as their defense has been atrocious. Their base running, their timely hitting, it just wasn't there. If you're executing those small things, it's going to help. It could have swayed. Instead of an 80 win season, it could have been an 85, 86, maybe even more. Who knows? It's a possibility.
Marcus, you mentioned something a few minutes ago that I mentioned. You kind of jumped on it, but a few weeks ago I mentioned to Eric on one of our shows. I said, remember we had Dan on, and I said it was a Sunday night classic show, the Hot Corner, and I said it'd be interesting. Where a record is good in the preseason at that point, it certainly was to finish things off. But the Giants were playing a different. They're allowed, they're afforded. All teams are in the preseason to play that brand where you're bringing guys off the bench and using speed, which we don't usually use. Well, guess what? Guys like McRae, they're not even in the picture now. So my question to you, Marcus, is A, do you think the record, their play, do you think it rolls on into the new season, given the fact now you're locked in, here's your roster, how are you going to use the players? Now you don't have these moves you can make off the bench. And B, do you think, deep down, do you think the San Francisco Giants have made enough moves? I mean, we brought in Adames and we brought in our 42-year-old Verlander. Do you think, other than the winning, it seems like an attitude, do you think we've done enough in the offseason? So 2 points, take it.
Okay, one was, do you think that the momentum from spring training will carry over, given that we've sent down a lot of players that we were using off the bench?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one. So
they were scoring a lot of runs. That I don't know if you followed the preseason.
Yeah,
it really created opportunity having the deep bench players like with speed. So when you take them out of the picture, it does change the way you're going to play the game.
It does. And yes, we're losing some speedy guys that we could sub in, and those players are pretty hungry for roster spots. So they're going to be a little more aggressive to try to show off, or whatever that is, whatever that may be. I think despite that, there's clearly a different philosophy at the plate and on the base paths, even if, the players aren't necessarily the same exact ones that we're seeing in spring training that are, putting it all out there. You don't want to, with someone who's had a few injury mishaps already, you don't want to send Jung-Hoo Lee to steal in the spring training games, for example. Like there's a lot of weirdness like that where you don't want to risk the health of your cornerstone pieces. But I do think momentum is real. One, because I think the morale of the team after a tough season like last one, it's going to be important to bring up the morale of the players, but also of the fans. Like fans are excited to show up for opening day, despite the fact that we didn't make too many big offseason signings. And I think that having an excited fan base show up to the games makes the players feel more appreciated and feel like they have something to prove. It's a big culture thing. I mean, if you've done anything in your life worth doing, it's not just about the technical skill of doing it. It's about the passion and the spirit. And, there's a lot.
That plays a big part. Correct.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. And so So yeah, I think it was a marketing scheme sort of to try to get a good record in spring training, right? Like where other teams might be testing out pitches or trying new approaches to the plate or whatever. It was somewhat of a marketing scheme, I would say, by the Giants front office to, hey, we need to come out in spring training. We need to do really well to show that we mean business and that Buster Posey isn't here to F around.
Yep.
And then try to take that momentum into the beginning of the season. Hopefully the fans will be excited to watch. It's all snowball. It all snowballs.
Mm-hmm.
The second question.
So they bring in Adames and Verlander.
Was that enough?
Yeah.
Well, that's
because
really...
Eric brought up that roster earlier, and when you brought it up, Eric, I don't know if it jumped out to you like it did to me. I go, Jesus, there's a couple of players. Yeah, this is last year's roster.
Yeah, it is. I think, and I think I would say that Vince had a valid point yesterday. I think they just want to see what they have before they make any other big acquisition. They needed a shortstop, so that made sense. I like what Vince said about that. They needed a shortstop. You went out and got him. All the other positions, I think they want to see what they have, and then next year you could say, okay, maybe we keep them, or yeah, maybe you need to move on.
Yeah, I mean, you have these young guys. You have all these really talented young guys who are unproven, right?
Yes,
and so you do want to give them. You want to give them some room to try to prove what they have, and if you're going to suffocate them with free agents, it's not just suffocating with long-term free agents, because long-term free agents, that's one thing. But if you're going to bring in a bunch of guys on 1-year deals, you're really going to stifle the progression of these big league ready or big league preparing youngsters that really need to have some time to figure it out at the big league level. So there's that aspect. There's the other part where the looming lockout, that's and having a bunch of dead money.
Yeah, I hear you.
There's a lot of weird things going on. So do I wish that the Giants at least spent up to the CBT? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I wish that they spent another $30-40 million.
Would have been nice.
But we have a bunch of these homegrown guys. I want to see what they got. And if we need to add to our roster at the deadline because the youngsters are doing well, we have some space to play with. True. And if they don't do well this year, then I'm gonna need to see some big money spending in the offseason. This and here's something that could possibly happen. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself because there's some questions I want to start with Alice here in a little bit. Hey, what if the Mets are falling by the way? I hate to say this, Armand. If the Mets start fading, right? If they fade and at the trade deadline, the Giants go out. The Giants go out there and get freaking the polar bear because he's going to be a free agent, right? So instead of losing,
he has an opt out.
He has an opt out.
He has an opt out.
But he's going to opt out though, right?
If he's having a good season, if he's having a crappy season and he's on the IL,
that's going to
say,
true.
Yeah.
But the trade could happen.
And he'll be 31.
Yeah. Right.
Listen. Right. So I watch a lot of Mets podcasters, like your Giants podcasters.
Fair.
And one of the shows I watched, they go live on today. They wanted bold predictions. My bold prediction for Pete is he's going to match his rookie season home run total of 53 this year.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
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 Wow. That would be huge for New York.
Dilly will lose his mind.
Dilly would literally.
I'm going to say this right now, and this could be clipped, whatever. If the Mets season goes to crap, I'm blaming Dilly.
Yeah.
I was watching the live stream of the draft. He took Lindor. He took Pete. He took a lot of Mets.
He took the whole Mets roster.
He got Nimmo, Alonso, Lindor.
I got Soto though.
You got Soto. And then there's someone else he got too. I can't remember. Oh, Vientos.
I can't believe he picked up that many Mets because it seem like every pick was a closer. Where did he sneak all these picks in?
Yeah,
I'm gonna blame Dilly.
I mean,
he is the jinx.
Wow. Oh, okay. Now, real quick, Armand, you could chime in too about what the Giants, if you're familiar. Tomorrow, Dallas, Logan Webb versus Hunter Green. How do you
Both
think it
pitchers.
goes? Let's go. How do you think it's going to be as Armand likes those pitching matchups. It's going to be a hell of a pitching matchup.
Yeah.
If the Mets had one of those guys and that was their pitching matchup, I would be there.
There you go.
If I could have taken the time off and knew way in advance, I would probably take that trip to Cincinnati just to go see Webb and Green.
There you go. So what do you?
I would go pay for.
There you go, Dallas. So what do you think? Huh? Who comes out on top? Predictions for tomorrow.
I think I think they both go 6 innings. I think it's 2-2, and then it's going to be a bullpen deciding factor. I think it's low scoring and nail biter. See who can come through in the end.
There you go. I like it.
That's what I'm predicting for tomorrow.
That's fair. Okay, we'll just stick with the starting pitchers. What do you think, Marcus?
I mean, I have both pitchers on the fantasy team. so I'm hoping for a low scoring first 6 or 7 innings.
For 0-0 till they both get
but I mean, if you look at Hunter Green's stuff,
it's good
from this spring. Holy
Dude,
cow, man.
Here's that fastball. See if you can hit it. Yeah, you know what you're getting, man. It's going to be
monster.
All fastball.
So it's going to be, we're going to have to see if those hitting adjustments that we made, they're going to be able to catch up to that fastball.
Dude, just put it in play, man.
Yeah. So I'm predicting a low scoring game. I mean, it's opening day with teams that have aces.
Yes.
we have some of the best pitcher. These are 2 of the top, 10 to 20 pitchers in baseball.
Correct.
Yeah. It's gonna be a tough matchup. The hitters are gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
It's a matter of endurance. It's like seeing if the bullpen holds up. Seeing maybe if something is lacking, or the scouting. About the scouting on which pitches to swing at. It's gonna be a really, really tight game. And hopefully our bullpen doesn't crap the bed.
There you go. Armand, out of those 2, do you know Webb? You know Green? Who do you like?
I think right now for the younger guy, I like Green with the ceiling with his pitches. But I think Webb is gonna have better stuff to play with tomorrow. I think Green will have more strikeouts.
Okay.
And I don't think I know Dallas. That in my opinion for the opening day, both going 6 innings is a bit bold. I think because it's opening day, I can see both starters from a team perspective, 4 or 5 innings just to keep them protected so they don't, blow out their elbows or whatnot. But I think Green will have more strikeouts than Webb. But Webb will be more efficient in getting out of innings. Like
Webb's going to go at least 6.
3 innings.
Webb's going to go at least 6.
They were stretching
Webb
5
will
in
go.
spring, right?
Yeah, Webb will go. I think Webb will go 6. Now, go Hunter Green, since he's a max effort kind of guy, he may only go 4 or 5. I could see that. I could see that.
I can see that. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think it's going to be a lot of strikeouts, not as many innings as Webb. I mean, nobody goes as many innings as Webb. Webb's the only pitcher in all of baseball right now projected to go over 200 innings this year.
Really? He's the only one projected?
The only person projected to go over 200 innings this year. I mean, there's some people that are close, like Aaron Nola, I think is close. But yeah, he just has that endurance. He's that guy.
Wow.
Because teams are afraid of the pitching injuries. It's an epidemic in baseball. I mean, the White Sox alone this year have 6 pitchers with Tommy John surgery.
That's nuts. Yeah. I know.
It's definitely a problem. But Webb's pitching style isn't the same. That's it's not the same as the one that's sending all these people.
He's more of a pitch to contact guy, right? Like,
yep, he's a ground. He tries to get the ground balls. Definitely pitch to contact, low pitch count, many innings. It's just his style, and so he goes long.
Glenn, who do you like, man? You think you got a favorite, or you think
it's going to be? You know what? I certainly don't know enough about Cincinnati to even. When you start, who's going to be doing better? I really don't know. Now, obviously, I've watched Hunter Green in the preseason, to piggyback off Dallas, Marcus, Armand, all three make great points. Great dissection of what to expect tomorrow. Each brought a little something about, Green, Webb. I can't, Dallas, no offense. I'm thinking I can't see 6 innings, and I'll tell you why. Damp, overcast day, and the temperature could be 55 degrees during game time tomorrow. And like Armand then said, injuries, man, you don't want to push a pitcher on a cold, damp day, opening day, and push him 6. I don't know. You guys can also respond to my thoughts, but I think going 6 innings with what would be arguably for both teams your ace pitcher on opening day, I think that's pushing the limit on a cold 55 degrees. You're not talking about a midsummer's day pitching a ball game. But you're going to see gunslingers. You got the 2 best pitchers on the respective teams, and both teams are going to want to come out and show some dominance because obviously Cincinnati think they've got a great team this year. They think they're in it to win it. Terry Francona, I think we talk about how we want to see the San Francisco Giants pick up like a bit of a vibe. A new era of Giants baseball. I think the same thing's going to happen in Cincinnati. I think he will bring out the best in a young ball club. The Giants certainly want to turn over a new leaf as well. So you got 2 great pitchers, a great opening day. I think it's going to be, like one of you guys said, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it could be a 1-run game. And I also agree that I think it's the bullpen that could decide this game. It could be a game that ends 8th, 9th inning with a run. How do you think, Eric? What do you think? Do you like my thoughts? How do you think?
I think it's going to definitely be a pitching duel. I think pitchers are going to be ahead of hitters right now at the beginning of the season.
The over-under is 8 in the game, which I thought was a little high with those 2 pitchers.
Well, I probably could see why, because you're in Great American.
Could be.
So you leave a mistake and that thing could get punished, and it's going to go a long way. Well, I shouldn't say it's going to go a short way, but still go over a wall.
Yeah.
So that's what I should clarify.
Yeah.
Because it's not, you leave a mistake. And the good thing, and here's the thing. The good thing about Logan Webb is he's a ground ball pitcher. So usually if they're hitting it hard in the ground, not really getting the loft. Hunter Green, I'm not sure what he is. I'm not sure if he's a ground ball or a fly ball guy. Usually the guys who don't
miss type. Hunter's more of a swing and miss type of guy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But when they do give contact, what is he giving up? Is he giving up fly balls, ground balls, liners? That I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think it's again to kind of echo what Dallas said. I think it's going to be a pitching duel. There's no doubt about it. And let's see if the Giants again. This is going to be big as far as what is the Giants' approach going to be to when you're facing a guy who's throwing high 90s, low 100s. Are they gonna try to kill it, or are they just gonna go with where the pitch is pitched? That's gonna be key. I hope it's the latter. It's gonna be fun though, man.
Good take by everybody here. Maybe I would throw this, Eric, from our chat to one of the guests. Marcus really has done a job breaking down other teams. He put a lot of work into his fantasy league, so I don't know if you can, if it's fair for me to ask you to respond to this, Marcus, but give it a shot. Ocean View Coffee Shop in the chat says, who has the better bullpen? Can you break that down, Marcus?
Oh boy. Man, you're asking me about
I don't know about
the Reds bullpen. I don't.
You know what I did hear?
No.
They sent down Alexis Diaz. I heard he's not even on the opening day roster, and that's supposed to be their closer.
Wait, Alexis
Marty
Diaz
was telling about that. So that's not good for Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's on the 15-day.
Yeah, he's injured, right?
Yeah.
Is he injured?
Yeah, he's injured because I remember because I tried to trade for him this morning after seeing him getting put on the IL, but
no, man, you're trying to shop off injured people, man.
I was trying to get.
No,
I was trying to
pick him up.
I was trying to get.
You're trying to. Oh,
Yeah.
you're.
He was sending out a sympathy card. That's what it was. A sympathy
I was
card.
trying to help him out, but there's no take.
It's a long season.
Here we go
to play the game.
Hey, we got a 6th guy in here. Toby, what is up, Toby?
Hey, y'all. How's everyone doing?
It's
Hello.
doing good, man. I've
Excited.
I asked everybody, what does opening day mean to you, man?
Opening day is a new beginning. Suffering of not having baseball for all those months.
Yeah.
So it's like that first day of school. Like you're excited, even though you know it's probably gonna suck at times. You're still excited for it.
No more of that. No, that's all done and over with, right? That's
Nope,
over
no
with.
panicking right now. We're
Yeah.
just happy it's here.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. So, what you got, man? You gonna watch the game tomorrow, or are you gonna unfortunately have to be at work and have to?
Oh, I'm gonna have it underneath my computer. I'll definitely be watching. There's no way I miss.
Nice. There you go, man.
I don't know what the technology today, Eric. I always watch movies. You ever see the movies where the guy's, out to dinner with his wife and he's got the little, remember just the one single earbud?
The one earbud
with
just
a
sitting
long white.
With the long, yeah. Put it down in
People
your
used to
shirt.
sneak it. Now you can listen on your computer. And Toby will be, I wonder, car sales are going to be down tomorrow. I have a feeling.
Oh, I'm not selling anything tomorrow until after the game.
Nice.
There you go.
Let's get 3 out. Ryan, we might get 3 rows going. We'll see. I keep throwing the link out there. Hey guys, you guys in the chat,
coming.
you guys are more than welcome to join. This is opening day eve, man. We're getting ready to begin the 2025 baseball season with the first game being played tomorrow in Cincinnati. What is that? 1:10 start. Logan Webb versus Hunter Green, man. Can't freaking wait, man.
So I have the
great
Reds
matchup.
roster right now in front of me. I could read you what their bullpen is.
Yeah, let's hear their bullpen.
Go ahead, Arbon.
It's
Scott
not great.
Barlow, Nick Martinez. Well, he might be a swingman.
He's going to be a starter. He's going to start the 3rd game.
Emilio Pagan, Sam Moe, old giant Taylor Rogers, Tony Santella, Carson Spears, and Brett Suter. They have 3 lefties in the bullpen.
Holy crap. That might, to be honest with you, that's going to benefit the Giants because they're going to have to bring in one of those lefties. They can't rely on all the righties the whole time, man.
They're also down. I mean, they're down their closer, right? So
And they're down their closer.
I would think it's either going to be a closer by committee till Diaz comes back, and if somebody gets hot, they stick with him. Maybe they stick with Pagan until Diaz comes back to be their closer.
Man, you know what? Giants may get lucky here.
I mean,
We're catching them at a right time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If
Yeah,
you're down your closer.
we get to play 2 series against them without their closer, right?
Yeah.
Or is he going to be back by then?
I don't.
'Cause I
Oh,
feel
that's a great point because they come to San Francisco. Yeah, I don't know
like
if he's
very
ready
soon,
for-
right? They're like
In a
our
week.
second home series, yeah.
Yeah, he may not
So-
be ready.
Eric, let's throw it around the table now. We got a 6-game road trip to start the season.
Yeah, here we go.
Dallas, what's our record coming home?
I think they're going to be 4-2. They're going to win both series.
Wow.
Nice.
Toby?
Yeah, same. 4-2. I think we probably lose. We're not very good opening day. I don't know if you guys have looked. We're
Yeah,
not
it's
actually
not very
very
good.
good opening day. So I could see us losing opening day and then taking the last 2.
Marcus?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with 4-2 as well. I think we have what it takes. I think the Reds bullpen's going to be soft.
We're a bunch of homers.
You guys are killing me. Armand, what about you?
yeah.
You can pick either the Giants game or you know what? Well, your team as well.
Your team. There you go. What did the Mets?
Mets and the Astros. I don't know how you're. What do you got to start the season? You got Houston. Then who you got?
Then we got Miami in Miami.
Oh, well, sounds good.
Well, yeah, but Miami's always a pain in the butt within the division, them in Washington. But I'm gonna say for the Mets, I'll say 4-2 because like I could see us Monday, David Peterson just losing that game. Maybe the bullpen blows it. Maybe Peterson has a good outing, 5 innings, and then one of the guys, Brazaban, former Marlin, who we got him from last year, just blows the lead.
Okay.
All right.
I'll say 4-2 for the Mets to start the year.
All right.
Hey, Dan's in the chat.
Giants,
He goes 3-3.
I'm going to be bold. I'll say 5-1.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
You're welcome here anytime.
Man, what a
And it must be the
I'm
preseason.
chest pain.
Yeah. there you
oh
go.
my god, dude!
I'll have a better idea of what the Astros are after tomorrow and Friday.
I mean, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing with the Astros, okay? Altuve looks lost in the outfield.
Yeah.
He looks extremely lost, okay? Isaac Paredes is going to hit 2, right? Is that right? He's going to hit 2. And he has not been doing very well in spring training.
Wait till he gets in freaking Minute Maid Park with those Crawford boxes, man.
Daikin Park, Eric, they sold the naming rights. It's no longer Minute Maid.
What is it?
That's the over on his home runs.
It's Daikin Park.
It's what?
It's Daikin Park now. It's no longer Minute Maid.
What?
They got it's all about the money.
I know, man. I know. Okay, I said this the other night, and I've said this here for the last couple of 3-3. I think they come out of that road 500. I think it's going to be 500.
Which series do you think they win, and which series do you think
they win the series in Cincinnati and don't win the series in Houston?
I just don't see any pitching that Houston has after Valdez that could match up. And their bullpen's not that great either. They just traded their closer. I know Cam Smith is a nice little story, but he didn't look great out in the outfield if you watched. He has a nice little bat, but he didn't look good.
Story. Correct.
So that's 2 outfielders who are not in a position, because he's a third baseman. So 2 position players who are kind of out of their depth. I could see where we can go 4-2, maybe slipping up 1 game or giving them that Valdez game.
Okay. That's the beauty of baseball, man.
I'm the only
baseball.
I'm the only negative Nancy here. I got them going 2-4. They win 1 in each series, and the reason I don't even have them going 300, you're starting the road. You're starting the road. I don't know what to expect in Cincinnati, and knowing what we had last year, I'm just going to go with what I know. So they win 1 of the 3 games, and then of course. It's going to be a tough second series. So I can see them winning a couple. And it must be the night before the season starts. Did I see we had a Rob C sighting, Eric, who hasn't going 0-6. So let's just get rid of Rob. There we go. See you, Rob. So we're all over the place. I got him coming in with 2. Boy, Eric's. I can't believe the panel. They're all over. Guys, winning ball club right into the gate, huh?
Exactly.
I think so.
I mean, I've always said I think
It's
we're going to have
4-2 instead of last year.
I mean, I think we're going to be good to start the season. I think the real question mark is how long our team can last. Going down the stretch. What's the endurance of our pitching, and can our hitters make adjustments going down the stretch? That's going to be the big question about this team. I'm not worried about the beginning of the season.
I'm worried about the beginning of the season because if you followed them last year, there was a lot of hype. Everybody, when we brought in Snell, Snell got off to the slow start, obviously. They got him in there. Chapman obviously was there from day one last year. There was a lot of hype around this ball club heading into the first game of the season in the first month of the season last year, and we did not play well.
I mean, it was weird. It was a weird beginning of the season, and Conforto got off to a really hot start, right?
Yeah.
And then there was just these extremely questionable managerial decisions about bringing in pitchers that were literally throwing away games.
Yeah.
Marcus,
do you remember, speaking of throwing away games, do you remember, Eric, maybe you remember too, because we've talked about it in the past, but weren't there games early in the season last year where I know Eric and I called out the manager? I thought he was using the bullpen very, very erratically.
And that might have been because of...
You think Farhan?
So we're going to see.
So here's a question for Dallas, everybody, and Toby, everybody in the panel. Do you guys think a new regime now, just the fact that Farhan's gone, do you think that changes the culture, the dynamic altogether?
I think we're on that track. Yeah.
I
think seems like that's the case.
I think the sentiment around Farhan and the way he did things is so negative that even if they wouldn't have organically been different, they're going to want to do things differently just to get away from the narrative.
True.
I think, regardless of if it's necessarily the correct thing to do, the Giants really want a tone change. They want the story around the team to be different. They want, they want to seem like a new ball club. They want not a new ball club, but a return to the dynasty era.
Here you go.
Correct.
Different
a lot
narrative.
of Farhan was rejecting the dynasty era and trying to take us into a new age or a new form of Giants baseball. And I think Posey is really a correction against that. It's like, no, people want to celebrate the dynasty. It wasn't that long ago. The people are still here. Bring them in, make the fans excited about when Giants were a winning ball club. So I think even down to the management of the bullpen, it's like, let the baseball players play, let the managers manage. Let's not have the front office guys determine how we're doing things, or at least don't make it look like that.
Right. Hey, Lou made a great point here. And I 100% agree what he's saying here. Remember, Buster is a new in charge and a new attitude, but Buster isn't playing. Giants need to hit in the clutch for it'll
be another long season.
And I get what he's saying, and I've said this a million times. The coaches only can coach so much. Buster Posey only can influence, vibes and culture only so much. When the guys get in the box, when the pitchers are on the mound, when the players are in the field, they have to execute. That's going to be the key. And as long as they can execute and do what they need to do, well, then we got nothing to worry about. But I do like where the philosophy of the club is, because it's different. It's about playing. And I loved how Vince talked about this. Fundamental baseball. You play fundamental baseball, you're going to win those close games that we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, that's why I asked Marcus earlier along those lines if they added enough players, because
I think they needed to add another player. They needed to have an impact.
All we've seen is a positive preseason until I want to see them prove me otherwise. I want to see it starts tomorrow, Eric. Show me that this is a winning ball club and a new generation of Giants baseball.
If they could have landed that one impact bat, the guy that a pitcher is afraid, I've talked about this.
Yep.
That they're afraid to throw to. You just got to have one of those guys in there, just one. And it helps the entire lineup. Now, let's see what the Giants are going to be able to do.
We just talked about that the other night, Eric.
Yeah, I know.
A visiting team comes into our ballpark. They're on the road, and they look at our line. How many players on our team get intentionally walked this year? I don't think anybody. There's nobody you're afraid to pitch to.
How many people are getting intentionally walked in all of
Period, though.
Before
that's not really happened too often.
Even Judge with his great year, they didn't intentionally walk him as much as you would think they would.
He got walked last year, and I've already looked at the stats. There were how many? I mean, Ohtani gets intentionally walked all the time. I went to a game a couple of years ago. He got intentionally walked 3 of the 4 at bats. I was like, I paid for this. So it'll happen, and we get points in the fantasy league when it happens. But I mean, just like and the strikeouts. Eric and I was a broken record last year. Runners in scoring position and strikeouts. Those are 2 ledgers that have to change or it's going to be the same.
I'm going to change for Alonso for me, because he was horrible last year with runners in scoring position. If you look at Pete's stats right now, he hit 34 and had 88 RBIs. If you just look at those stats blindly, that's a solid season for a hitter.
Yeah.
But me watching Pete the whole season, and he played the entire season, he swung at bad pitches, had very bad at bats, very poor at bats. Runners in scoring position, you couldn't count on him.
Yeah. Look at Aaron Musk.
And Ryan says, look at that, 10 times he was intentionally.
But that was a lot.
Nothing.
How many times was that in the 9th inning or later, though?
That I don't know. But 10 IBBs are not that much.
Okay, back to my
Bond's
point,
got
though.
that in a series.
We don't have
Yeah,
the scariest lineup in baseball.
Lamont Wade Jr. had intentional walks last year.
My point is, we don't have it. We needed a bigger back.
I get what you're saying.
I think Ramos is going to be that guy this year. He looks like he's primed to just excel on top of what he did last year. He just looks like it.
Could have been Encarnacion.
Guys,
people forget he was an all-star last year. People just act like he was just kind of like did okay. He was an all-star last year.
Yeah, but anybody's willing to chime in and answer this question for me then. And I agree with Toby. I think his bat will play well this year. He's dude, he didn't even start the season. He was their first cut at camp last year. He got his chance last year. He proved what he could do. I think he carries that big stick. But would you screw around with having him lead off? Why is he not? He's our fourth place batter, and that's it. You put your big bat there.
I think that's for like left-handers, though. I like him against left-handers right away.
Toby, it's not season hasn't started. You're talking lefties and righties. What are you going to talk? You're going to be talking about platooning.
It's the analytical thing now.
Get him as many at-bats as possible against the lefties. That's what it is.
Of taking your key players that you see every day and moving them around to maximize their efficiency. That's important. And if you look at Heliot Ramos' stats last year against left-handed pitching, it was better than everyone except maybe Aaron Judge. Like he destroyed left-handers. If you look at this, his weighted runs created plus, or all of those stats basically say that Ramos is the guy against left-handed pitching.
Against lefties, yeah.
Sure. But hopefully the next step in his career development is being a more balanced hitter.
Of course.
Yes.
And
look,
if he can do that, then you do want to park him somewhere in the lineup and let him be your third place hitter, your fourth place hitter.
I
just don't like him moving around. I mean, that goes back to that sort of, and I want all areas of Farhan baseball taken away. When you would turn on a ball game and see Fitzgerald batting ninth, and then he's lead off the next day, then he's batting sixth, and I mean, give a guy a spin. I can see you moving him around.
Why does it matter where they hit in the lineup? They sit on the bench. They sit on the bench during 8 at bats, and then
players at Oracle Park. I talked to a bunch of Giants last year down in San Diego at the hotel, and I discussed this with specific players who were in that position, and the players to a man said it's difficult to get familiarity. You show up the ballpark. He goes, a lot of them do not like looking at the roster going, am I even playing today? They want to feel
they're going to play every level. They're going to play every day.
Where they're playing.
They're going to play every day, and they're going to play the same positions every day, but they're just going to bat in a slightly different order. It's not a big deal.
Players don't like that, though.
People batting before, when you're protecting someone in the lineup or someone's protecting you in the lineup, you develop a familiarity with it.
Correct.
You're accustomed to a certain routine.
Look,
and I think that when you shuffle around, if you're leading off some days and not others, I think if you're leading off every day, you become a leadoff hitter. You get in that mentality, and having to switch gears all the time, I think can be difficult.
But that only matters in the first inning.
They love roles. Bullpen guys love roles. Not every bullpen guy can close a game in the 9th inning. Not everyone can set up in the 8th. There are guys that prefer pitching in the 6th.
But for how many at bats? But for how many at bats in a game does it matter?
There you go. Players want a rhythm.
The point is this guy is the best hitter in the league against left-handed hitters. So that means I want to put this guy up as much as possible in these games. So and again, for how many at bats does it matter what your place in the order is, other than just getting as many at bats as possible, right? Like the higher in the order you are, the more bats you get.
See, I do a complete 180, Marcus. If you are the best in that situation, then I want you fourth. I want one of my first 3 guys getting on, and then you do the damage. Not you do the damage.
Right.
What good is a solo home run when you're
that's just one? It's just
why wait for that one
prefer?
extra at bat?
Ramos
in the 9th
hitting
inning.
a solo shot in the 3rd inning, and you're down by 1, or would you rather see him hit 3rd or 4th, and he has runners on, and he hits a?
That's what I want. Opportunity. He creates opportunity.
Your ideal and going the analytic route, Ramos should bat second like Judge does in the Yankee lineup.
There you go.
Against
all right, real quick, let me get to the super chat. Aaron Loss donates $2, says breaking Giant Sports Talk Live, NorCal Sports Network marathon up till first pitch. Woo! I don't know about that, but yeah, I get what you're saying, buddy.
You're gonna have
What's
to send
up,
me
Aaron?
some aids to stay awake.
Appreciate that, Aaron. Right on. Hey, look who's in the house, man. Haven't seen our friend from New Zealand in a while. Liam Sales. When Fitz was leadoff number 1 towards the end of the season, that was amazing. I'd love to see that again permanently, he says. I think he likes.
No, I
his
think
speed.
ninth is the good spot. Him flipping the order with his speed. I liked it when I went to the park on Monday. He hit that triple. He reset the lineup. They got him right in there. That's a great way. I think he's in a good spot at ninth.
I love Armand's passion. Now I got to ask Dallas. Dallas, do you think after watching the preseason that you're excited to see a little bit what I call small ball? You think this is going to be a team that uses their speed, tries to produce more runs, given
I hope so.
a different style and not just banging the ball out of the park?
I hope so. I mean, McRae was a big part of that in the spring.
Yeah, he was.
You're not seeing it with a lot of guys. I mean, I understand that they want to keep people, not getting injured, and you don't want to, steal the bases.
Ramos swiped the
spring.
bag, man.
Yeah,
Ramos. You know what? That's why I was surprised over I don't know about you guys. The last couple of years, you got Ramos and you got Chapman, and I know Lee was a short study last year, but you had Fitzgerald. This team underachieved at swiping back.
They have legs, and they weren't using them.
Yeah, we've been like that for a while now.
Lee has been a little tentative to steal, and he's still getting his feet under him in the majors and trying to get used to these pitchers. But if he can add that as part of his game, that would be extremely helpful for the Giants. Fitz has been good. Hopefully he continues to push the envelope there. And then we have these guys with sneaky speed. Chapman has, he steals more bases than you'd expect him to. Yeah. And Yaz does too, actually.
Yeah, that injury bug, though, I don't want that to become a mental thing because Lee has been hurt every year for like the last 5 years. He's missed time every year, whether it's here in North America or overseas. Yeah. He can't stay healthy, and I don't want that to become mental. And then he can't steal a base. I don't want him to be afraid on the base pass.
I don't think he's the type of player that gets afraid. So far as what I've seen, he's fearless, which is a problem when you're taking on an outfield wall. But that's the only time I want him to show a little bit of maybe
caution.
Maybe you don't need to try and save that one run in this game in the middle of June when save some for the whole season.
Eric's gone to warm up the coffee, I think. Hey, Armand, I don't know. I don't profess to know a lot. I know enough. I know enough to get by on most teams and most subjects, and most sports. But tell me about the Mets. Have they got speed? What is your lineup? How is it designed heading into the year?
So it looks like they're going to bat Soto second. It looks like the top of the order is going to be Lindor 1, Soto 2, Alonso 3, Vientos 4, Nimmo 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the DH, whether it's Marte or Winker, based on the pitcher, the starting pitcher, 6th. And then like the 7, 8, and 9 is going to be the catching, Torrens, Sanger, Alvarez when he gets back. Then it's going to be the second base options of Beatty and Acuna and McNeil when he comes back.
Yeah.
And 9th will probably be Siri and Taylor, who are center fielders.
How's your speed?
Acuna brings speed, Siri and Taylor, because they're defenders, like more with the glove, because David Stern loves run prevention in the outfield and especially in center field. And that's why they traded for Siri from Tampa this year. And they got Taylor last offseason from Milwaukee. So like those guys have above average speed. We don't have a lot of speed demons.
Okay. And one other question for you. I was going to ask, because I drafted him. I just think the sky's the limit. What is the feeling? Is there a bit of a vibe with Clay Holmes now? He goes cross town and moves from the bullpen to a starter, and not just a starter. The Mets have such high hopes. He's your opening day starter. What do you think?
So Mets fans are excited because of how he performed in spring training. He had a 0.92 ERA.
That's great.
23 strikeouts, 8 either 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 8 walks.
That's great. And guess who's got him in our fantasy league?
He did that in 19 innings. So he was in Florida, like a lot of players, before pitchers and catchers, and he was stretching himself out. And he told Mendoza when he's starting in spring training, he wants to go 3 innings to get used to being out there longer than what he was in the bullpen. Last year, he only pitched 70 innings out of the bullpen. But all I've heard from Yankee friends, Yankee family members, Yankee fans, and on other social media and podcast chat rooms, cardiac Clay, making fun of Clay Holmes, and I'm like, you're morons.
I'm having chest pain.
Yes, I was having chest pains. I'm like, we're converting him to a starter. He's one every 5 days. He's not being used every day or every other day out of the bullpen. Do I expect a few bad outings? Absolutely. I could see him going 2 innings, giving up 6 hits and 8 runs, and getting shellacked. But I think he's going to pitch. Here's another bold prediction. Clay Holmes will be a Cy Young candidate.
What?
No.
Okay, how many Armand? How many innings do you think Clay Holmes will pitch?
Oh, man.
He's having chest pains.
I didn't say Cy Young winner. I said Cy Young candidate.
Candidate. Yeah.
How many innings do you think he pitches this year? Total.
140.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
How many did Hicks pitch last year?
I think it was like around. It was like 100.
Right around 100, right?
Or what was it?
Hold on, let me look.
And last year, Holmes in the bullpen only had a 3-pitch mix. He going to the starter now has a 6-pitch mix.
109.2.
109.
Yeah,
Almost 110.
120 for Holmes at the most.
I could see him
Right
going
now
like
we have
125.
pitchers on the IL.
Because if you guys remember in the beginning of last year, Hicks was one of our best pitchers coming out, and then he just completely ran out of gas a little bit before the All-Star break. So I could see where Clay Holmes has a few good months, and then he's going to run out of gas at some point.
Armand, they're coming in hard on you, buddy.
Yeah, they are.
Listen,
I'm just saying from what we saw last year, we were in the same situation last year. Career
Hicks.
relievers. He was great in the beginning, and then he completely ran out of gas at the
Faded.
end.
He faded.
Hicks is a flamethrower, correct? Where he just
That's-
throws straight gas.
That is
But
true.
his
I'm not
velocity
saying-
was
I'm
down,
not
so it
saying
wasn't
Holmes
like he was going 105 every pitch like he was like when he was like a reliever.
When he started the season, he was sitting 97, 98. By the time he was done, he was sitting like
Yeah, he was 93.
94. Yeah.
Eric, a couple of guys in the chat were posted in there, and maybe you want to take this. The lineup. So what do you? I just checked, and there is no lineup listed for tomorrow as of yet.
We got an idea of what it's going to be.
We have an idea. What do you project?
I project. Oh, look who just popped in. It's going to be Wade, Adonis, Lee, Chapman, Ramos, and then after who went after Ramos? Was it Flores?
Flores
Would be 6.
Bailey.
Yeah,
Bailey, I think it's going to be 8,
fifth.
right? Then Yaz, or it could be Yaz after Ramos.
I'd have Bailey batting last, but hey.
And then the last
yeah.
is going to be Fitzgerald, and then Bailey 8th, right?
Yeah.
Yaz I don't know where Yaz and Flores. I don't know if they're going to be 6 and 7, something like that.
I think Flores goes 6.
Maybe.
I think, and I made a bold. I don't know if it was bold.
And then Yaz 7, Bailey 8, Fitzgerald 9.
I made a prediction on the show last night. I said Wilmer Flores could be not just a Giants bounce back player. He could be the comeback player of the year in baseball.
He could.
Yeah, if he had a season like he did in 23, I don't see why that wouldn't.
You know why, Toby? I think he's going
No.
to get, especially out of the gate now with Encarnacion down. Wilmer's going to actually start a season where he's going to get, if he stays healthy, like any other player, he's going to get his at-bats to start this year. And
They'll get more at bats.
That's been a problem for getting him into the lineup on a more consistent basis the last 2-3 years. And of course, last year, that was it was military day, a Sunday afternoon. The sun was shining. I was having a great day. And over the rail goes Wilmer, and the season was screwed after
I've
that.
fallen and I can't get up.
I love that. But
Yeah.
not in this context.
That's exactly what happened, though, right?
Not in this context, though. Anyway,
All right.
I think he could have a bounce back year. You know, guys have come into this show. Eric and I have been somewhat critical. I have been especially critical, especially with the pitching. Guys, I don't know if this is a 79-win team or a 90-win team. Who the hell knows? They could surprise the hell out of me.
All right, here's
Right.
here's my question for this upcoming series. How many times do you think Bailey throws out Ellie De La Cruz?
Twice.
I was gonna say twice.
He's got him a couple times already.
I'm
Well,
gonna,
let's see. Hold on. Who's pitching? Webb isn't quick to the plate.
Webb is not quick to the plate.
He's
but
not quick. Verlander, I don't know if I think he's got a good move to first, but I don't know if he's quick to the plate.
I think LA's going to eat him up, spit him out.
And then Ray, I honestly don't know. I can't tell you. Oh.
I'm gonna say 2. I mean, I think 2.
Okay, you think he gets him twice, huh?
I got 0. And I think
Dilly,
he's wiped
you've been
3 back.
MIA, man. You okay? Everything good?
Yeah, no, I'm chilling. Just busy.
If it's 2,
hear you.
you're buying me a beer. If it's 0, I'll buy you a beer.
Oh, there you go.
Bill?
Eric, I don't know if you guys can see it. Are we only allowed to have, where's, I don't even see Dilly in the green room. He's up on the screen, but have we used our allotment or something, Eric? I don't even
Nope.
see him down there anymore.
We could get up to 10.
Well, I see me, you, Dallas, Armand, Marcus, Toby, and then no Dilly, but Dilly's in the
Scroll
show.
down. If you
Where
scroll
is he?
down, you'll see. If you scroll down, you'll see him.
There we go.
The magic of technology.
Dude,
I
I
gotta
gotta
First-
get going,
my
guys.
first
It's
rodeo.
almost 1
It's my
o'clock in the
first-
morning here in New Jersey, and I got work in the morning.
Oh shit, Armand.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So
buddy.
I'll say my predictions for the NL East. I have the Phillies winning the division and winning 95 games again, like they did last year. Mets are going to finish in second place with 90 wins. Braves, 89 wins. Here's why: Acuna and Strider are coming back sometime in May.
Yes.
Acuna, I don't know if you saw his comments recently, but he's really going to take his time coming back, and he's not going to have a hot, like, he's considering maybe stealing only like 30 bags, like not even going for 50 or 60 bags.
Oh,
How good do you have to be? I'll only go for 30.
I know, right?
And he
Yeah.
wants to stay on the field. I mean, let's face
rough
it, the
day.
times,
Yeah.
they won the World Series without him.
Yeah, true.
And
Good
he's
point.
playing right field, and he needs his legs.
Yeah, but with
he's
better
coming off of
pitching.
Tommy John, they are gonna baby him and protect him. So that's why I have them finishing third, but I have all 3 making the playoffs. Mets and Braves are 2 of the wild cards.
I like it. And you know what? Yeah, I think you're on there to something, Armand. Hey, Armand, thanks for popping on, man. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Enjoy
and you know what?
opening day.
For a guy on the East Coast staying up late, it's appreciated. And I like what you bring to the show. I always love when you pop in as a special guest. So keep on coming back, buddy. Enjoy opening day.
I will. Good night, everybody.
All right, have a good night,
Go on.
Armand.
See you, buddy.
All right. And
He's a
guess
good
who?
fella. You know what? That's another thing about having a show like this and baseball. I'm getting to meet people from all over the country. Armand will text me, and I get to know you guys. And it's just, is there anything better?
Dude, it's awesome. Right now, all of us, I think, all of us are
Hey, Eric.
in about 100. Hold on.
Do
All
I
of
hear
us
that
are
voice?
Probably all of us are probably within about 100 miles of each other right now. Seriously, we're probably all within 100 miles of each other right now.
Dallas, where are you at?
I'm in Elk Grove.
Elk Grove, he's down the road from me, man. Matter of fact, I was up in Elk Grove today, over there. At
Marcus
the,
isn't far from me. I'm by the Caltrain station again.
Yep.
Oh, Chardall has popped in, I see.
What's up, Chardall?
Hey, Glenn, how's
Yes.
it going tonight? How's it hanging? How's it hanging?
It's going okay, Chardall. I appreciate
I can't
it.
wait. I can't wait for opening day tomorrow.
Hey, Chardall, I've asked everybody this question. What does opening day mean to you? Dilly, I got to get to you about this too. But what's opening day mean to you?
Opening day means to me that you get to hang out with all your friends and watch baseball together.
There you go.
Okay,
Perfect.
nice.
Perfect.
Way to go.
And have maybe have a couple of beers to celebrate.
Oh,
Are
nothing
you
wrong
allowed?
with that.
Are you allowed to partake in
I'm
adult
20.
beverages?
he's
20
28.
I'm 21 and over. I can have a couple of cold ones if I would like.
A couple of wobbly pops.
Couple of cold ones. No, I say my friends say cold ones. I've heard a lot of all my friends
He
say
can have a crack. He can have
I
a
can have
crack.
I can have a couple of Coronas.
We call them wobbly pops. What about you, Dilly?
What is
I
opening day
cannot
mean to
have a couple of cold ones.
you? No,
But
he's only 19.
Oh, I'm 20. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you are. Gotcha.
I've been promoted.
Oh yeah, your drinking age is so in the U.S. is that's insane, dude. You can go to war, you can vote, you can't have a beer with your friends watching a ball game. That's
negative.
Anyway, crazy times. All right, Dilly, what's opening day mean to you?
It means the start of fantasy baseball is what it
Yeah,
means.
I knew it. I knew it.
That's what that means.
I knew it.
It's been when was the last time opening day was at Oracle Park?
Never.
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
They
do it.
never.
They
Yeah.
don't
Weather
They like
thing
ending the
sorta.
season. They like ending the season.
There you go. So that means Jack Diddley to me. It means that the opening day is the start of the fantasy season because there's no sentiment towards, oh yeah, it's cool to see Webb pitch on the first day of the season in Oracle Park.
Oh, I can't agree. I don't know about you guys. Opening day is opening day for me. I'm going to be up early tomorrow. I'm going to have breakfast ready. I told Bernice she's got to go to work. I get the run of the house tomorrow. We're doing the show, Eric.
I'm gonna watch a bunch of games.
Eric.
Yeah. Do any of you guys have the MLB package?
T-Mobile gives you free MLB TV.
That's right. I forgot about that. If you sign up,
Eric, what does opening day mean to you?
Oh, I love it, dude. I talked about it. Tell you what. Go back to the opening of the show, and I explained.
Hey,
what it's all about.
Glenn, I'm doing a play-by-play commentary for the Reds and Giants game tomorrow for opening day. If you want to pop into my stream for a little bit, you guys are more than welcome to come in for a little bit. Listen to me sound as professional as a Giants broadcaster I can potentially be.
Chardal, I want to throw you a bouquet. I don't know if I'll be able to make it tomorrow. Eric and I will discuss that because we've got
Eric, but you're what, Marcus? But you're more.
I'm talking to you. Hang on. I know you're excited about the opening season tomorrow, but calm down. Chardal, I wanted to say I caught you doing the play-by-play in the preseason, and I want to throw you a bouquet. I thought you did a hell of a job, Chardal. Now you can talk. There you go.
Glenn, how did I sound? Was that pretty? Was that as professional as a Dwayne Kuiper, Mike Krukow type of Giants announcer as that sounded?
Well, I think there's a little room for improvement, but I think the sky's the limit. You got the cobwebs. There was one game against the Cubs. You called a home run. I think you had the wrong team, but other than that, you really turned it around. You did a great job. I think Eric was tuned in. You were getting more viewers, man. You're getting some guys signing up. Hats off to you, buddy. You did a great job.
Eric,
for those of us that aren't going to be able to tune into the play-by-play stream tomorrow, can you give us like a Elliot Ramos?
Yeah, there we go.
Preview. Yeah.
Elliot Ramos hits it high. Elliot Ramos hits it deep. That ball is out of here. Elliot Ramos just hit a 2-run bomb and the Giants lead 2-0.
Hey,
Pretty
There you
good.
go.
Pretty good.
Chardal. Wow.
Yeah. You know what? Chardal's a fan like all of us. He's having some fun.
I like it.
Eric, I love doing the show.
Eric? How was that?
That was fantastic. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. You're gonna hear more of that tomorrow when I call the play-by-play commentator tomorrow. You're gonna hear a lot of those home run calls by me. You're gonna hear a lot of those tomorrow. You gotta be ready for that tomorrow because you're gonna hear a lot. Pumped up.
You're gonna hear a lot of home run calls by me. You're gonna hear a lot.
Listen to Chardal.
You're gonna hear a lot. Be ready for it because you don't want to miss out. I'm gonna call the whole game. And you're gonna hear a lot of home run calls. If you don't want to miss it, I'm gonna sound like Dwayne Kuiper.
Okay, man. Look at this.
Well, who wants to listen to Dwayne Kuiper when we can listen to Chardal sound like Dwayne Kuiper?
Yeah, right. And you know what? I tell you what. Time to piss off the chat because this is Giant Sports Talk Live.
We always
let's
do.
Let's hear a Matt Chapman strikeout.
You want a Matt? I'll give you a Matt Chapman home run.
No. No,
that's the easy part.
That's the easy one. You got to. Let's see I want to hear what your call is when it's not so good news.
This is beautiful.
Matt Chapman throws a strikeout.
All right.
I don't know if we'll be seeing that until the 16th inning, but
there you go. From one professional to another era. We got Chardal giving us play-by-play, and we've got the man, the myth,
Marcus, you're
Bullpen
more.
legend. Dan, coach
Hey,
and
I didn't even know he popped in.
Hey,
What's up, man?
hey, Dan.
he was down below.
Hey, Dan, I'm doing the Giants and Reds play-by-play commentary tomorrow on my channel. You guys you're more welcome to tune in. I would love to have your support.
What time you doing the show?
Right at when it starts, 1:10 p.m. Right when it starts, and I'm gonna do a post-game show around 3 o'clock, right after the game is over.
Ooh, gonna be tough rate. You got to go up against, I'm sure, NorCal. Eric and I'll be doing a.
You wanna tune in, Dan? I would love to have you on my channel. I don't think I ever had you on my channel before, so
Dan,
it'll
you'll
be
be
an
working tomorrow.
It'll be an honor to have you on my channel. I love to have you on my channel. I love coming on I love coming on your channel.
Yeah, well.
Why don't you come on my channel?
Jesus,
There we go.
You'll have to send me the invite. I tell you, tomorrow it's going to be a toss-up. If I got to listen to Hunter Pence, I may have to tune into Chardal.
There you go.
Right.
Hey, I need subscribers. I'm at 357. I'm on the road to 400 subs. You guys need to go to my channel right now and click that subscribe button for me because I need to get to 400 subs.
Dallas, can you feel the excitement brewing?
I need to get to 400 subs. So if you guys please subscribe to the SGA Sports Talk channel. Give me some love. Go to my channel right now and click that white subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel right now. Don't wait. Do it right now. Don't wait. I can't have people waiting. Do it right now. Go there and do it right now. Subscribe.
I gotta go subscribe. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Dan, how you feeling today, buddy? We talked to Eric. You take the honors, Eric.
Go for it, Dan. Let's hear it, man. Hey, I've been asking everybody this.
I'm fired up. I'm fired up tonight.
I couldn't tell.
We got to mute you for a second there, Charlotte.
Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
So, tell me, man, you've been a baseball fan for many years. What does opening day mean to you, Dan?
Oh, geez. Opening day is like the best sports day of the year. This is where you think the slogan, there's nothing like it, comes from.
Right.
I mean,
I'll give it that.
Opening day is just, everybody's excited. You hear your name get called. I'm thrilled. I hope Casey gets to play.
Yes.
And they don't send him down before the home opener, because there's nothing like having your name announced day one. You made the big league. I tell you what, I heard something today from somebody. They were talking about Cam Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Roster. And they
Beautiful.
They said the thing about Cam Smith is it takes the pressure off of him, because you remember Jackson Holiday last year came up and it was Jackson Holiday day. Everybody's excited about Holiday and the pressure's on him. But on opening day, it's everybody's day.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's Cam Smith there's no one's talking about Cam Smith tomorrow in Houston. They're talking about opening day. If he comes up 2 weeks from now, he's here. The Savior's here. Remember how
good point
it was with Joey Bart, and Bart's here. And they did that and it puts a lot of pressure on guys. And I think that's why, I'm on my phone, so background's a little smaller here.
You're good.
I just didn't feel like getting in the studio. I'm gonna head out.
You're right, Dan.
You're right. Yeah. But I threw in the chat my prediction for the World Series is Texas over Atlanta. And I'm starting a new YouTube channel after the year start. Well, I may even start it now. It's going to be called the Odd Year Dynasty Show.
Jesus
Christ. For Bruce
Dan's always stirring the pot.
Nice.
Bruce, I love Cody over at Even Year Dynasty. I'm just kidding. Wouldn't it be something though if Bochy wins it 3 in a row with the Giants and then turns around and wins on the odd years?
Dude, that would be insane.
he does 10, 12, 14. He turns around and does 23, 25. And you know what the talk will be.
One would have to wonder.
Man. Yeah. So
that's a great story though. But hey, that's a hell of a prediction. Oh, maybe they need to get a better closer though than Luke Jackson.
Is that who's closer for?
Yep.
For the Rangers?
Yep.
The Rangers have Luke Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think their lineup's going to be good. I think they're going to hit. I think guys are going to have some bounce back years. Simeon had a little bit of a down year last year. I think he bounces back. I think Langford gets better. Evan Carter got sent down. He might bounce back. He might come back.
You know, if I can interject, you're talking about Texas. Every year, if you look, you know who an unsung player is around Major League Baseball, no matter who he plays for. We saw it. The guy came into San Francisco, played 2 months, and he won the Willie Mack Award, led the team in home runs. Then he went to the Angels, had a hell of a year. Do you know Kevin Pillar?
Oh, yeah.
Playing for the Rangers?
Yeah.
There is, I think, the most dynamic off-the-bench player you can have.
He had a hell of a year last year.
Dividends. He's going to be great. And Bochy knows this is going to be great. I think it's going to be great. But I like your pick. I like Texas. I think Texas could surprise.
It's just a surprise pick, but I'm expecting just guys that had off years last year, like Riley and Olsen. You get Acuna back there, say mid-May comes back or whatever, he comes back, and Strider comes back. And I just think Atlanta, they hit like crazy in 23 season. Absolutely nuts. And then
look at them down the stretch last year. Look where they were in the standings.
Yeah, they came back.
And they had half a team. Half a team. They could arguably be the most injured team in baseball last year. They lost everybody. Everybody of significance, and still were able to compete down the stretch.
Yeah, they lost Albies. They lost Riley. They lost Acuna. They lost Strider. Yeah, they lost.
Michael Harris II was gone for 2 months.
That's right. Yeah,
and they were still competitive. That's a good young ball.
Sean Murphy.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that club. I think they win the East, and then I think Phillies and Mets battle it out for second. And
Atlanta Braves. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, man? Real quick. Well, hold on, Glenn. I'm going to ask him about. I'm going to go back to Texas real quick. What do you think about their damn rotation? You got DeGrom, who's probably going to be good, right? Well, what do you make of Kumar Rocker? This is going to be kind of his. He's been touted. He's had, beset by injury. You think he's going to come out and show
I do.
something?
I like Rocker. I like Rocker a lot. I think he's going to be a pretty good pitcher for Texas. He's Robbie Dizzle just added.
I just saw that.
Jones.
Yeah, I saw that.
The amount of moves is blowing my mind.
Who did he add, Dan?
Greg Jones.
Who's Greg Jones?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Literally, exactly.
I didn't know he had any room on his team. He had every
up
giant you can pick up.
Greg Jones.
I have a lot of rookies actually.
Now look,
that
I'll see who this guy is.
Didn't he play for UNLV basketball like 50 years ago or something?
I think he's on the Rockies right now.
One of the things I like about baseball, not only opening day all year, I get to play.
Oh, he's an NA.
Play with my baseball cards. And I was thinking of you today, Dan. Because you know who I have in my hand right here?
Let me see it.
Who's that guy?
I can't see it with my phone here close. Let me go. Hold on here. Let me get a little close.
Who's that guy?
Let me turn it. That's a Brave.
We've talked about him on your show. I was the only person who knew of him except you.
Is it Darrell Evans? I can't see it right there.
No. Who is the most talked about Atlanta Brave on your show? Your channel.
That's an old Brave.
Oh, they dropped.
Hold on.
Dale Murphy.
No, they ain't Dale.
What's his name? Marcus would, or what's his name would know, wouldn't he? Eric, our baseball card enthusiast.
I wish you could. It's the light is.
It's glaring. There's a glare. Yeah,
it's like blocking his face.
I'm trying to get the
Biff Pokeroba.
Ding, 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 ding.
There it is, Biff.
There you go.
Hey, all right.
Did he stop playing baseball before I was born?
Biff Pokeroba, one of the greats when I was a kid. And who's that? There's a giant.
A little closer. That looks like Chris Spire, but I can't see.
That's Chris Spire.
Okay.
I was digging out some of the greats. Look at that. Some of the ones I got here. Look at that big.
Really?
Who's the guy on the right? That guy's look at that guy's chin.
That's Tony Kubak.
You guys probably already talked about it. We spent 15 minutes on the stinking City Connect jersey. What a
I'm
what
glad
a
you
mess.
brought that up because I was curious about that. If you guys
I
had
like
mentioned
it. I
hate
like
them.
it. I think it's promoting youth baseball. I think it's going to be a big seller for the kids. The only thing is, isn't City Connect supposed to support, like, show the pride in your city? I don't see. I don't know what it means for the city. It's got no. Give me one that's got the Golden Gate Bridge or the Bay Bridge or an
we had that, and everyone hated
It's
it.
Hey, how
it's,
about this, guys?
It's
How
about
about
the
this?
summer of love. It's about like the 60s and
It's about railroad car graffiti. That's what it's about.
It's like psychedelic graffiti. I like
Look
it.
at that.
It's supposed to be
it's grown on
psychedelic,
me.
like Jimi Hendrix and like
I like
Grateful Dead.
Janis
I hate it.
Joplin.
I hate it.
I do too, Eric.
Grateful Dead.
I like it.
I
So-
don't
I
like
like
it.
it.
I
With the
agree with
Padres
Glenn. I like it a
ones,
lot.
I just
like the
like
dark
that they're
colors.
dark. Yeah,
Hey,
thank you. Glenn.
Dark. Okay, I'll give you that. I
Yes.
like the black. I don't like the font.
It's like gray.
Font on the
It's like-
Giants are just.
I
it's
wish
just-
the
I
font-
like the font. I hope that their pants are dark and it has that gradient piping going down
Yeah.
them. I think
Yeah.
that would look good. You have a
Oh,
gradient belt like that.
They're
The
sticking
big
it to
question,
the older.
what's gonna be
Most
the
of the teams
culture.
use that kind of font. A lot of them use that on their City Connects.
Yeah, they're
No,
whimsical.
no one
They're
uses
yes,
that
they-
font.
fun and like
And
It's
Who uses
not
that font?
same font in San Diego. And look at there. You call ours
No.
creamsicles? Oh,
Well-
theirs are
Hold on.
they're
Hold
a trip
on.
to the
Pink.
bathroom.
pink and yellow. It looked like
Those are
Neapolitan.
horrible. San
Neapolitan
Diego's are
ice cream.
horrible. I
With-
can't stand
yeah, they
San
are.
Diego's.
Are there any?
I like
Let's
San
put it this way:
Diego.
Are there any you like, Eric? I can't keep you.
You have to like the Astros.
That's a good point.
You have to like the Astros.
I like.
Astros
You know what I
are
like?
cool.
I didn't
I
like,
like
the
it.
Astros.
I like the Cincinnati City. I like those old black with the.
I
C.
really like the Colorado City Connects.
Hey, how about
The
this?
green
Chicago
and
White
white.
Sox are pretty cool.
How about this for a uniform, a City Connect, a orange jersey with large across the chest in some kind of whatever you want to go with, some funky font that says San Francisco, fine, or Giants real big, and then underneath the chest a silhouette of Willie Mays. That and then a Coit Tower lighting.
There you
up,
go.
There
lighting
you
up.
go.
There you go. See, that's
And
what it's just supposed to be. though.
there's
It's
this
supposed
Twitter
to be
page.
City pride.
There
There's
you
a
go.
Twitter page
I
that,
like the jersey. I just don't know how it represents our city.
Well, I mean, the Summer of Love was very defining in San Francisco history, right? Like that's one thing that people really, people a lot of the notions about San Francisco are still due to the things that were happening in the hate in the 60s, and this is supposed to be an homage to that.
That font's totally different. That
I
font
wish-
is totally
I
different.
Oh,
don't
I
know if
thought the
you saw-
numbers are pretty close, aren't they?
Numbers might be close.
Yeah, that's
Jung-Hoo Lee looks like
I
he's wearing
think-
number 57.
Oh, because they got it.
You're just angry.
Go
I
pull
don't
up,
like it.
pull up the photo
Get
again.
off my lawn!
Yeah, exactly.
Pull up
Just
the photo of the
angry.
City Connect jersey again.
Which one?
So with
oh,
the old City Connects, with the creamsicle ones, the Giants went 30-16 wearing that jersey.
and people are still bitching, so you can't win.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but
It
if they
looked-
do that
you can't-
again, I bet we'll see some people wearing them. I think
they-
it kind of catches
What
on
color-
if it's
what are the
always with
hats
a
gonna
winning
look like?
experience.
The creamsicles were like
Yeah, what's the
unwearable
hats
as
gonna
a
look
fan.
like?
I
That's gonna
can't
be
wait for
interesting.
that.
Somebody said in my show it's
It'd
going
be
to
cool
a
if they're
trash
purple.
can.
I would agree. I want them to be purple so bad. And then like Bailey's catcher's gear, if that was purple, that'd be kind of bad.
I thought it was going to be an all-out purple jersey because when I was at the game
With the
on
Adamas?
Monday,
Oh, Willie's glove.
Monday night, the purple glove stood. I could
Yeah.
see that right away. I went, look at the glove on the guy.
I
Looks-
like it.
Oh, that's where Dwayne Kuiper was talking
Yep.
Yes,
tonight.
yesterday.
And
Scroll
he was saying,
Yep.
I can't tell you
I
what
can't
the
tell ya.
purple is. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
It
really
makes
was,
sense now.
Eric, you scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, let me hold on.
that's
Let me,
it.
That's it. That's
Oh, they don't have. Oh, can you go to the?
I like it.
Because there's
it's
if
grown
you
on
go
me.
to the full post, there's like a little patch in the corner.
Yeah,
that I
it's
think
got-
looks.
Oh,
really-
yeah, I
that
know what you're
think
talking-
does
hold
look
on.
really cool.
You can't tell in that picture, but it looks like the sleeves on
How the
the
hell did I
left
get
side there have the orange and purple, and then on the right side that has purple
Yeah.
sleeves.
Isn't that odd?
I can't
It
get
says
that.
San Francisco down
You're right on.
at the
You're right
bottom.
on.
Yeah, it says San Francisco with a patch. Yeah.
But Dallas
think
is
that
onto
looks cool.
something. Look at the right sleeve. It's got an orange bunting on it, and look at the other one. It's purple.
Orange. Yeah, it's orange and purple on the ends of the
I like
sleeve.
it.
I mean,
I don't mind the colors. The colors don't bother me. It's
You
that
didn't like the
stupid ass
Giants
font.
Yeah.
I hate that font, man.
I like it.
I like it. I'm gonna get this jersey.
is
I'm
gonna
gonna
sell.
get this
Look,
jersey, and I hope it's a purple hat.
I already
I'm
promised.
getting this opening day.
At the end of last season, I said,
I'll have that one.
If we extend Matt Chapman, I will buy the new City Connect jersey with Matt Chapman's name on the back. So I
You
promise
got to get
that.
this now.
I promise that to God. So
Well then,
I don't want to. I don't
Yeah.
want to get. I don't want to get smited for reneging on my promise.
Don't get smoked.
I'm gonna have to buy a jersey anyway.
He wouldn't
but
smite
it
you.
is
He
growing
would
up.
smite the team.
He would
So you
smite
kinda
the
have
He already smited the team last year. So.
I'll tell you.
And
what,
I agree with Danny. Danny said on his show tonight that are they trying to? And I know you don't really like it, Dan, but doesn't it if this sells for the youth and they get more youth involved and it sells more to, we're up in a hard time right now, Major League Baseball, getting young fans, man. So whatever.
I think they're going after
I'm
the
all in.
youth because I could tell the two young guys on the show love the jersey.
Yeah.
So it's
worked.
It's worked. It's going for the youth. And as far as Marcus, you don't have to worry about buying it. God is not going to punish you. He knows that you drafted Sabian Sabalas. And
punishment enough?
he's like, don't worry about it. He's like,
I've
already done one ding dong thing. Let's not follow it up with something else.
I picked him up and immediately dropped him, hoping that someone would spend money on him for the waiver.
Oh man, that's hilarious, man. Oh jeez, that's.
I'll tell you
great.
what. If Roop if his ERA starts with a 3 and he's still pitching in the starting rotation by the All-Star
Wow,
break,
that's
I
huge.
will buy that jersey with his name on it.
That would be huge.
You know, I'm
honestly.
in this other fantasy league that cost me $200.
Can I have another soda?
Roop's available. Jung-Hoo Lee's available. Who
How
else
many
is
players
available?
are in this league?
Verlander's available.
Oh yeah, but don't you have like 6 people playing?
No, 12.
Oh, 12 in that one?
They're just not homers in
Pretty.
that.
Oh, sorry, Dan. No, that was when we had Vince on. He's playing in one with like 6 owners.
How many
And
how many
it's got a
roster
free
slots
agent
do you
list
have?
you could make. Just the free agents, you could have a winning team. It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't. There is a little less roster spots. There's only one utility and no corner or middle infielder. So
Yeah, I mean,
it-
there's like what 26. We have 26 slots or something. So yeah,
real quick.
obviously, if there's like 50 players all getting, if there's 50 players getting dropped, then like yeah, some players are not gonna make it. But
Whoa. Okay.
Hey, let's check this out. Mike Val, he's a guy that's in our chat quite often. I think he's in your chat too, Dan, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
He wanted to start an all SF Giants follow train. I'm going to sing for an hour. You know the rules. Comment IFB. I follow back in replies and tell us your vision of the 2025 Giants. Hey, there you go. Way to go,
Anything
Mike.
for an hour. There you go.
What is
There
it?
you go.
What is it? What are you supposed to do?
Just give him a follow, I guess.
Oh, a follow.
A follow
I thought
train.
I thought you said sing. Like what?
Yeah, he says I'm going to sing for
Yeah,
an
he's
hour.
singing. He's going to serenade you, Dan, for 6
I don't-
solid minutes.
I don't know. I don't know what the sing means. I don't know if that's a description of how he's going to explain. Maybe I don't know. Hey, Mike, are you out there? Let us know what that means. There you go, though. Why not?
Cool. Well, hey guys, I just wanted to pop in, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
No, dude.
I pumped up my prediction a little bit tonight. Maybe I've had a. I don't even drink, but maybe I have had too much to drink. I don't know, but here it is.
What's in the Kool-Aid?
Oh, 86 to 76. Wow.
And Lou, Lou, Salty Lou.
86 and
Planted the
70.
seed.
Lou at
85.
85?
He
No.
planted the seed.
No way.
I've been saying that
He meant 65.
I've been
Mr.
thinking
Salty, huh?
I got a little 2009 vibe right now.
Ooh, I see what you're saying. The way the club was prior to their run.
Yeah, they were 88 and 74 and 09, and then they missed the playoffs. But I think they're on the right track. I think there's, I think they're really one good hitter away.
One good hitter away.
I mean, I would take a shot at
One bat.
Think of this. What do you think of this? He can be had. What about Kyle Harrison and Matos for Luis Robert? Now you can have Yaz and McRae on the bench.
I don't think it gets it done. All of a sudden, is
I
it
don't think they
possible
want
Harrison has
Luis
a
Robert.
minus value right about now?
No.
I
He's
just-
a
no, no.
lefty-hander, young.
Yes,
still-
he's a young lefty.
What's his
That's
value? What is his value?
It was 28 last week. I haven't looked at it since he
Here, let me
It's
see if I
gotta
can
be
find
dropped.
it.
Luis Robert Jr. have him valued like some obscene amount, like just far beyond any reasonable projection of his production. So
Because of the contract, he still is going to be on the team for a while. That's why.
yeah, I
I
just
agree
Ability of
with
him
you.
after the fact.
I
He's
agree.
going to get traded. I guarantee he gets traded this year.
Who gets
Dan, we
traded
asked
first, him or Alcantara?
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to be close. They're both getting dealt. My
I
guess
think it'll be
is-
Alcantara.
I was going to say, I think Alcantara, yeah,
don't
because
have it.
Miami moves fast.
yeah, he's easier to move. I mean, Luis again, they were asking for way too much for Luis Robert Jr. and there's no indication they've stepped down from that. I mean, it was like delusional asking price for
Well,
Luis Robert Jr.
Hey, Dan, earlier in the show, we talked to Dallas and Marcus. Everybody gave their projections. You just did. And you kind of changed them a little bit.
I went
know-
up with you.
You went up a
know
couple
we
games,
asked you about this on Sunday when Lou and Eric and I and you got together. No, actually, we weren't Sunday night, but apparently you
Sunday before.
talked about we talked about what your projections were. I threw it out as a kind of a roundtable discussion a little while ago before you joined. But what do you think? Heading back to Oracle for I said to Eric, we get 2 opening days in baseball, which is really cool. We're starting opening day on the road. We get another opening day a week from now. What's our record going to be when we get home after 6?
3-3. Yeah, see?
So I'm the only guy thinking we come back below 500? Oh, my
Yeah, I think you're the
They
only
could-
one.
They could come back 2-4. They could come back 2-4.
Dude,
It's not going to. Hey, they could come back anywhere, I think, between 2-4 and 4-2.
There you go. Yeah.
bold prediction there.
So I went in the middle. I took the
Yeah.
easy
I'd
way.
say 3-3. I'd say 3.
I think the safe bet is that you, Eric, Dan, 3-3. If you can play 500 on the road to start, that's not that bad, really.
Yeah.
No, it's not that bad. But
And a
I
rebound.
think
if they go 4-2, that's I'll be impressed. Really.
My contention is not that the Astro. I'm not saying anything about the quality of the teams over the course of the season, but my estimation of the Reds,
Robbie. He just
And-
dropped Greg Jones.
That's fine. He was an NA pick. It would have been fine.
I know, but that's what's beautiful. You should slap a moves limit on this league, man. It'll be like people will be like, what can I do? I mean, guys are making moves just like, hey, why not? I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
you can, but what's going to happen is, let's say you're 2 weeks into the season and you're playing that game. What's going to happen is you're going to try to make the roster move. Once he's been moved, you can't just pick him up. You got to get him in the free agent.
Right.
It's on hold. You can't.
Yeah,
just
but
make the
after a
initial
couple
move.
of days, then it goes. Then
Yeah, you got to wait a couple of days.
Yeah.
So right now, there's a lot of people are picking up players that haven't been moved and haven't been. Nobody's.
I mean,
been
you can take these like solid, middle of the road guys that you know what they're going to do, or you can take flyers on these young guys that are really hot out of spring training and might show you something exciting. And so like that's kind of what I do with my roster. It's like I decided to take flyers out on a bunch of players that are rookies and making the big league roster the first time and have elite skills that may or may not translate to the big league level. And if they don't work out, I can just drop them and pick up some of the sure thing guys I need to.
Smart move.
You're not getting Sabalas back. I already got him.
That's what Vince. We had Vince Russo on last night. And this guy plays a lot of fantasy ball. What did Vince say, Eric? Vince said you've got those NAs. If they don't pay you dividends by the end of the year, dude, you got to eye on them, and you gotta roll the dice to win.
You
gotta get some late guys.
You gotta be careful with NAs because that means you got to drop someone off your roster that you may like. It's a gamble.
I mean, I picked up Christian Campbell and Samuel Basalo.
Oh, dude, you beat me to Campbell. I rushed.
Me too.
Rushed to the window, and I was like, oh, prick, God.
I couldn't believe he. I wanted to pick him up in the draft late, but
yeah. I mean, so
I wanted him up late, and I picked that. He's actually he's in NA, obviously. He's in the minors, but I waited for 3 weeks for that draft to pick Chandler Simpson.
Someone took Jacob Wilson that I picked. I drafted Jacob Wilson, but I just didn't really need what he was offering.
I'm along with Dilly though. Tomorrow is opening day. That's exciting, right?
Oh yeah.
Sprinkle on a little fantasy baseball, and it's just over the moon.
Hey, Dilly, when are you going to make your first roster move?
Well, technically, so I picked up Connor Wong and dropped whoever.
Yeah, I saw that.
The dude was for the Cardinals, just because on pure playing time alone, I think he's going to get more. But that's my backup catcher.
I offered Dilly an absurd trade that he declined.
That was not absurd. Not even close to. You want to hear what absurd is? Is like the 2 trades that happened that were proposed to me either on the night of the draft or the couple days after the night.
You want to hear about absurd?
I got absurd. Yeah, we got absurd.
Yeah, I know. We know. We know.
Ridiculous.
Oh, Johnny.
But no, I'm maintaining my stance.
No, that wasn't to Glenn.
No, it wasn't. No,
that wasn't
it's
toward
this
Glenn.
league. It's this league.
Okay. Okay. I take that. I got an itch, though.
I got a whiff of a trade today, Marcus. Proposal.
Throw it out.
What is it?
Should I take a stride and go after? Should I take a stride and talk about Ohtani? Is that a hint enough?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Take a stride.
Wow.
Go for Ohtani. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, the trade I offered, though, his whole team is injured.
Well, the guys you were getting weren't, though. And then
they're on the IL.
No, not the ones that he want. Not the ones you wanted.
Yes, they are. That's the only reason I clicked on
the ones
them,
he wanted. He wanted 2 guys for IL.
Oh,
you know the problem, though. I
wanted IL guys.
Dan likes to one up you, and I think Marcus may be the same, and that spells trouble. He put the 2 together. I love when Dan last year would reach out to me, and he's got I call him the used car salesman after that. He's like, I got to tell you why I want to make this trade to make your team better. I'm like, no.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, honestly,
you make my team better. And then he goes, oh, by the way, I want this guy and this guy and this guy. And I'm like,
Yeah, if it makes both teams better, that's a good thing.
Well, I traded you Ohtani, for Christ's sake. I mean, you should be sending me a fucking thank you card, man. Call a spade. I should be your best friend. and you won the league.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about my trade offer at all. His whole team's injured, and I was taking 2 players off of his IL.
Yeah, he does. He does get some
for a bunch of players that are going to produce a lot of points. So, like,
Will did this last year, and he did okay. He picked up a lot of injured guys, and it almost paid off. He got up there. I think didn't he get up to 3rd or 4th at one time? Somewhere around there.
Toward the end, he did. He finished 5 or 6, but he was right up there. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense if you have a roster, you know. But it's like,
and if you get a spot, and guys give up on a great player just because he's hurt, hey, why not?
Yes.
Any truth to this, Aaron? Aaron Loss said he was watching Dan's show. Shame on you, Aaron. But you were over on Dan's channel. That's okay. He says 1 hour ago, he says, I'm done. lots to do. I got to get out of here. Is that true, Dan? Dan?
Yeah, I did. I finished. I had to get some furniture rearranged in the house, and so went and did that.
Nice.
But anyway,
set up for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was doing some stuff for the day, but anyway, I think I'm going to head out of here too. I'm sweating like crazy because I was moving all that furniture. I got to get another shower. I hate being sweaty. So
I hear you, man.
Hey, Dan, you got are you ready? I see the Dodgers are up in the top corner there. You're gonna be doing the
the hat dance.
Gonna do the hat dance. Yeah, I want to see the Giants move up somehow, get into first place in 2 weeks. That would be.
Now you haven't had to move anything, have you?
No. I mean,
you haven't had
the Dodgers
after a couple of games, but
I could move the Cubs to the bottom, I guess.
Because by looking at that,
that's right.
You haven't changed. That's last year's
standings. Yeah, they'll start moving this week.
Yep.
This weekend, I'll move them around.
Right on. What do you think of these new lids? I love these ones. Pop.
I like that one. I love
spring training
orange.
Yeah, I like the orange. It's nice.
They were on sale for what did I get it for? $12.
Nice. I should get that. I should get that hat.
Special.
I got every Giant hat except the green ones.
Nothing on the sides or anything. Just the Costco special. I went back and bought 2 more today.
Oh, they were at Costco. Oh, they don't. Yeah, they don't have them here in Costco.
I'll send you one if you want me to get you one.
Well,
sure. Love one.
If you put it up on the wall, you got to change. Put it up on the wall.
I'll make that the wall so it stands out. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's when I saw it. I was like,
that doesn't stand out there. It's too black next to the Rockies.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Where is that? Yeah.
Dallas got the traditional. I like that one too. I've got a couple of those. The black with just keep it
black
simple.
with the orange.
Yeah, I got the traditional on tonight.
Yep. There you go, man. Oh, World Series. There we go.
That's the Kansas City series, isn't it?
We've got to find where did it go? Where did Buster's hat go?
Was Dan in the closet?
Yeah, I gotta look for Buster's hat.
He's got a hat for his dog, man.
This is an absurd.
Talking about taking the show on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to pull it out. The dog will be watching the game tomorrow on the couch. He'll be up on the couch. There he is. There's Buster right there.
There he is.
I want to know if Dan's got something like
nice.
Dan got up and sleep for our Oracle opening day because Eric and I we're doing the show from Oracle Park on opening day, baby.
Nice
on Friday.
Nice. Come on, Buster.
Yeah, Mike O's coming over. Did you decide, Marcus? Are you going to go to the game on opening day?
Friday. Oh man, this week is tough.
That's a beautiful day to have an opening, home openers on a weekend, huh?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to head out, but
okay, brother.
We'll maybe we'll catch up tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be celebrating.
What time is the game again?
Yeah. You gonna tomorrow 1:10 start. You gonna barbecue tomorrow? Gonna do some steaks?
Ooh, maybe so. Ooh,
I'm gonna do some burgers myself. I'm doing some burgers, man.
Oh yeah, I got burgers ready to go. I could barbecue them for sure.
Absolutely.
Be nice to the wife tonight, buddy. You gotta. I know you're just gonna be tuned out tomorrow.
That's right. All right, guys. Points. Hey, thanks. Go Giants.
Go Giants. Take it easy, Dan.
Take care. Bye.
Hey, buddy.
All right, there's
I
Dan.
have work, so I can't make the home opener.
Oh, you can't make the home opener? Shoot.
Oh,
Mike is going. Dallas, do you ever get to the games?
I do, but not this first one.
No. Dilly.
Hey,
Yeah,
I saw an ad during the last game. It was the Detroit game. The Giants have specials for groups 15 plus. I'm wondering if we should get something together. Me, you, Dan, and then the plus.
Get a box.
That would be freaking awesome, dude. That would be freaking awesome. If you want to talk about a freaking good time hanging out.
Yeah, I better give John a call at bettercreditcards.com.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
Holy cow. We're talking. Now this is our first opening day together, you and I, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
This show isn't even a full season. Oh, and you're talking about boxes?
Why not? Everyone pitch in.
Time for some more I guess I got to hit the pavement and get some more sponsors, dude.
Hey, if everyone pitches in, I guarantee.
Oh, well, there you go. I guess. Yeah.
No, it's not. We're not
I heard that Los D is in town. There was a Los D
charity
sighting.
I can go to the game, the first home series against the Reds.
Here we go.
So that's when I'm going.
Eddie wants to know if you've ever heard of a sick day, dude.
I'm not gonna take a sick day. It's I have some projects that are
Anthony.
I have some projects that are shipping, so I have to actually work. But
Oh well, we'll catch up at a game, I'm sure.
5-1. That's my prediction.
5-1.
Who said that? Was that you, Chardal?
No, that was Armand. Actually, hey,
I think 5-1.
Armand came in and said 5-1.
Yeah,
I think 5-1 is more likely than
2-4.
Than 2 and 4.
1 and 5.
Yeah. Then definitely more likely than 1 and 5, but more likely than 2 and 4. I just think those two teams are looking kind of weak at the start of the season. They're gonna. I mean, Altuve still looks like I was saying before. Altuve looks lost. Paredes has not found his bat. The Reds are missing their closer. When we talked about this is going to come down to the bullpens, right? So,
oh yeah, the Giants probably won't hit Hunter Green at all.
No,
that's just not going to happen.
Not going to.
That'll be a 2-3 game, 2-1 game, something like that.
It's gonna come down the bullpen, and when they're short their closer.
Yep.
Just to be different.
And we've got 4 in our bullpen, so
yeah. So.
Oh, who knows? Let's just hope for the best.
Absolutely.
Hope for 1-0.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's do that. Yeah. 100%.
One game at a time.
Here you go.
Day at a time, dude.
Aaron Loss says Robert Rothberg says 7-0 in their first 6 games.
Oh, we started. The first thing I said at the start of the Marcus.
I like that.
Tonight, I said, "Here we are. We started with a bang. It's tomorrow's opening day." I said, "Robert Rothberg, he must be up to 123 wins by now."
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow it'll be 128. That's it.
The same number of homers as Wilmer Flores gets, right?
Robert.
Okay. That's crazy talk. I'll just settle for 100.
Robert Rothberg and what's his name? Greg over at Skaters.
Yeah.
Greg. The Giants can do no wrong. So
no, he says 86. He says 86 wins.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're...
Does this not sum it up, guys? Robert Rothberg. He says we're going 7-0 in our first.
We just talked about that.
That is the best, though, right? It is. That's the quote of the night. I mean,
yes.
But guys, cheer for their team. Hey, one other thing. We're going to be out of here soon. You know when we were talking Mets earlier, and he was mentioning the lineup. See what they're doing? He said with Soto. They're kind of mirroring what the Yankees did with their lineup last year. They got Soto
and the Dodgers
second.
That's where they're doing.
That's the trend. Second.
Everyone is putting their best hitters in the top 2 spots in the lineup.
Yes.
Because again, they want to get these stars their at bats. I mean, these people are tough at bats, man. They eat up pitches. So every time you get them up to the plate, that's a big opportunity.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr. is a tough at bat, man.
He's a hard at bat. I really like the way Yaz looked the last 2 games against the Tigers.
Honestly, he has had a decent spring.
He's looked really like it's reminiscent, knock on wood, and I hope I'm right. It's very reminiscent of the same types of approaches that they were taking in 2021, where they were way more selective and gave good at bats. So like, okay, you struck out, but you took 6 or 7 pitches. Mm-hmm. It's like that works the starter out of the game, and then you just murder their bullpen.
I hope that's the mentality. Just grind it out.
Take as many pitches as they'll give you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I really like that, especially from a guy like Yaz, and it was ironic too in the piece of the game that I got to watch. I felt like Yaz was taking really good at bats, and then Lamont was just swinging at everything. Which was
Dallas was pretty quiet there tonight. A lot of people in here, there seems to be nobody on the fence. They either love Lamont or they hate Lamont. Where are you on Lamont playing first base and getting a predominant amount of playing time over there?
I like it. I like Lamont Wade. He had a great start to the season last year. He was on pace to be an all-star, and he got hurt. And injury is his only real problem.
Yes.
The guy gets on base. He's a productive at bat all the time. He's pretty good defensively. He's not the best first baseman in the world, but he holds it down over there just fine.
Solid.
And if he can stay healthy, he could be a really good piece to this team.
That's the key.
He's got to get on base. That's what he
could be a good piece to any team. That's the thing. he again, like Dallas said, he was on track to be an all-star. His on-base percentage was fucking nuts. It was crazy.
It was.
He
It
was an
was.
on-base machine.
465 or something.
Yeah, he ate pitches like for breakfast. It was crazy.
He was
And-
the ABS system.
Yeah,
Exactly. His eye, he has an elite eye. Like he knows where the strike zone is perfectly every time.
Now, as long as his lower half and talking about his legs,
His
if
spaghetti
he-
hamstrings can stick together for a
if
season.
they could stay
Yeah.
together, then they
His
got
Got to
Slow
stay
pitch
healthy, though.
needs.
Got to stay. Like Eric and I were talking about last night, I had missed the fact altogether. So I apologize. But Eric says it was last week. Eric says Estrada breaks his arm. Now, I thought he was in a prime position this year playing in that stadium.
He broke his arm?
Rarefied.
Yeah, I think it's his wrist.
It was his wrist. Yep.
Oh, his wrist.
Yeah.
So he was in
That
such a
dude-
position playing start fresh. Colorado, the ball would. I thought he was going to have his home run totals would have been great this year. And then talk about just a
Tell
death
that to
blow.
me, who has him sitting on my bench right now, day to day.
Oh.
I feel bad for the guy because you know what? He contributed as a Giant. The guy didn't do any wrong here, man.
I'll tell you one
No,
thing
he
about
just-
a broken
he's
wrist.
the most
It takes forever.
Most unlucky human being of all time when it comes to getting hit by pitches in the hands.
Him and Brandon Belt.
Yeah,
Belt.
I have never seen someone get hit in the hands more than him. And
But
it's
talk
so
about
sad.
staying healthy. You got to stay. We throw that around almost as a cliche comment. But look, who thought that? I thought farthest from my mind about injuries was Encarnacion, and look what the hell happened there. And I heard, guys, I don't know if you have, he's on the 10-day disabled list retroactive. I heard they're going to put him on a 60-day.
No, I haven't seen that.
It depends on his outcome of his surgery, right? His surgery was today.
I heard he's going on 60.
I hope not.
See.
Now Wilmer will have an extra 18 home runs by then, so it's good. Bounce back player of the year.
Yeah,
Interesting.
good. It's good having
Anybody
Wilmer
wanna trade him
and
to me?
Wade, so that you have a little insurance if one of them goes down for a little while.
Mhm.
It's just they both had problems last year, and that kind of shot them in the foot for that position.
Yeah, got to stay healthy.
And you got to think about it too. Both Wade and Yaz are in their contract years, so they're going to want to play.
Trenton
much better.
Brooks. That's all I have to say about
Oh,
last year's
Jesus.
first base.
Are you kidding me?
That's all I have to say. That
Mhm.
like that tells you everything you need to know about first base last year. It's the highest of the highs with Lamont, but like getting on
What?
base 50% of the time.
Are you
The lowest of the
bullshitting me?
lows.
Did you see what Mike O just posted? Is that true? You're killing me. None of you guys will care. The Saskatchewan
Yeah, that's
Roughriders
true.
have signed Trey Lance.
No, they reached out to him. I don't think they signed him, but they're like asking him if he wants to.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he's getting no playing time right now.
Yeah. That'd be something. Jesus, they're already sold out every game. 60,000. Jeez. There's only like 380,000 people live there, and they get 60,000 sellouts for the last 50 years. I don't get it. Pricks. Anyway, you ready to go, Eric?
Yeah, I think we're about done, man. Think we're about done. This is a good damn show, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out for a little while.
Hope
This
you
is
guys had fun tonight.
This is opening day eve, man. Everybody's ready to go tomorrow. Early start, 1:10. Let's
There it
begin the
is.
season,
There
man.
it is.
Time to begin the season. Let's see
Dallas
how
got the retro hat. Look at that beautiful hat Dallas got on. Marcus got that Wilmer Flores jersey rocking it tonight. Dilly maintains his silent assassin look over there. We never get to, he don't come out too often to play. Toby, he's in hiding. And I've got the field, just because opening day tomorrow, I got Field
Field
of
of
Dreams.
Dreams. There you go.
And Eric's keeping us in suspense till tomorrow. I don't know.
There you go. Look at that. Senior says he saw somewhere that Eldridge is battling a wrist injury. Got to be careful about that, man. I don't
Tomorrow,
know.
Eric breaks out the orange hair dye.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I want to see an orange beard, Eric.
An orange beard?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Could you imagine that?
Oh, well, you
Man,
can shave it. It'll grow back in 2 days anyway.
Yeah, no, you got a point there. You're
Save
not
it for the opening day broadcast. The,
Yeah, there
the
you
live
go.
one at the stadium.
Eric is like a professional athlete. When some of the guys I played hockey with, their playoff beard, I'm like, take me 3 years to grow it. They grow it in 2 weeks. It's like out the hair.
Yep.
Jesus, I don't know.
This is me not shaving for like a month. So I shaved like here, but I've been trying to grow this out.
You don't even have a 5 o'clock shadow, dude.
Well, I've been shaving, the sides and here. Gotta avoiding the neck beard, but the mustache is like
stylish. Yeah. There you go.
I wonder if in May we should do the mustache May.
Look, by May, by May, this is gonna look the exact same, and I'm not gonna touch it. So
Dallas got the nice beard going. You get it all.
Yeah, he's got
nice, looking good.
I normally just let it go crazy, and then
notice he hides behind the microphone a little bit. You get the little salt and pepper going right here.
Yeah.
The mustache May. See who has the best mustache.
I'm out.
You do it, Glenn. Glenn's out.
It's like
He's like, I'm out. Come on, man.
It looks.
Come on.
This is me for like a week.
Come on.
If this isn't winning, it's not going to get any different. So
if I start now, I can get the Macy's Santa Claus job maybe by Christmas. It'll be all white, dude.
Oh man.
No. You young whippersnappers can do that.
Oh my gosh.
I want to get ready. I got to get a good night's sleep in.
Yeah.
Radio. I don't have to do radio tonight, so I'm going to take my meds, go to bed up early. I got wings and popcorn, and I got 24 cans I got to put away tomorrow. Ready to rock. I can't wait for opening day. Eric, you and I are going to have a show tomorrow morning at 8. We'll do a pregame show. We got post-game show. Guys, tune in whenever you want. I'm sure you'll find Eric and I somewhere on here.
Right on. Dallas, Dilly, Toby, and Marcus. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Good
and
opening
good
day.
luck, all you guys who are participating in fantasy. Get your lineup in. Can't wait to play against you guys this year.
Paul Skeens versus Sandy Alcantara. Go watch it. Be a psycho.
Toby's
I
hanging
am.
out. He's gonna be in the parking lot.
I'm not selling anything tomorrow.
You can have the radio going tomorrow.
Yeah, nothing's being sold tomorrow.
Knock him dead.
All right, have a good one.
Toby.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, man. There was Toby. Man, that was fun.
Everybody was.
All right, I think we're ready to go, man. We're ready to go.
Everybody was bringing it tonight. I appreciate them all.
Can't wait, man. The excitement is there. The beginning of the season is upon us.
We get the best guests from New York City.
I love it, dude. I just love it, dude.
They come up from near and far.
Yeah. I love doing this, man. I absolutely
I
love
really
doing
like the open forums like this when we get a bunch of guys just shooting.
Oh, dude, it's fun. I just love, as they say, shooting the shit, man. It's good stuff.
Well, appreciate you, buddy. Your fantasy team sucks, but good luck this year.
I'll beat the shit out of you. All right, let's get the hell out of here, guys.
There you go, man.
We will have a pregame. So look at us for right around maybe go from 11 to 12 or 11:30 to 12:30.
And we're starting off with a bang. We got to do the 8 o'clock morning show tomorrow. Get the pitching matchups out of the way. We're going to look around Major League Baseball. Join us at 8, 11. We're all day, man.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a long one. All right, man. Let's get out of here. Guys, be good out there. Let's generate those good vibes. That's all we can do, right? As fans, all we can do is hope for the best. Let's
see you tomorrow.
Yep, let's get out of here. Woo!
Yeah!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.